morning, everybody. Ben and Woods, 97.3 The Fan. Lovely to be here with you on a Wednesday morning, March 18th. Feeling the after effects of St. Paddy's Day. Whew, what a wild one. What a wild one we had out at the Encinitas Little League fields last night. Good morning. Great to be here. I'm Woodsy. Paul Reindl's our executive producer. Good morning, Paulie.
Hey, how are you?
Doing great. Benjamin Higgins, your friendly neighborhood sports anchor, joins us as well. How are you, pal?
I'm good. Not hungover. In fact, I didn't have one green beer yesterday.
Me neither. Nothing. Had nothing, man. Didn't have any corned beef hash or corned beef
and
cabbage or anything, really. Just went and coached ball and came home. And
it's not my favorite meal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what corned beef is. What is it? Beef with corn?
It's like a brisket that's brined with
corn
spices. Corned means like peppercorns and like they put spices
not
into
actual.
it.
I mean, I like spiced.
There's not
beef.
actual corn in it.
There's no corn. I know it's corned.
Hot beef, not corned beef.
Right, not corned beef.
Corned beef.
If you corn something, I would feel that you put corn in it.
No.
Huh.
Peppercorns and the like.
Why would you think that, you moron?
I know, right? It's just right there in the name. Listen, congratulations to Team Venezuela last night.
Oh, yes.
That was incredible. It was an incredible baseball game.
It was.
But I think the real heroes sit in these very chairs right here this morning, the three of us, because something happened in here this morning that I could say with 100% certainty. That has never happened in the history of radio, sports radio. Three males in a room. It's never happened. Our beloved Tammy from John and Tammy, KSON, walks down the hall. Now, this is before you guys get here, so I'm here early. She walks in and says, Woodsy, I have an extra sausage McMuffin. Would you like it? And the devil popped up, and the angel was here, and they were fighting this morning on my shoulder. And I go, protein is egg, sausage. I mean, it's not the worst thing you could have.
It's not.
I go, you know what, Tam? No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm going to pass. So I went back to work, just taking some notes, getting ready for the show this morning. And then Paulie came in, and then you came in, sat down. Tammy made her way back down to the studio and said, Woodsy already said no, Paulie, Ben, but I've got one extra sausage McMuffin. Would you guys like it?
She's quite the temptress.
She's such a temptress.
She came over twice to try to flog her wares.
She sure did, dude.
I was like, damn, just eat the damn sandwich and be done with this.
So she walks in, she offers you guys, and you, Paulie, said, I want to, but I'm going to say no. Now, you guys didn't know that I had, turned it down.
Right, yeah.
Well, yeah, she goes, Woodsy actually didn't want it. And then Ben goes, I think, no, we're going to pass. And I go,
want and need are two very different things in that situation.
In the history of radio, we should win a Marconi for that, because in the history of radio, no sports radio shows have been like, you know what? Not only free food, like just free food in the morning. They've never turned down an egg sausage McMuffin, ever.
Probably not.
Ever. It's never happened. So congrats, Luis Ariz and Miguel Cabrera. Very happy for you guys. The real heroes are right in this room.
High fives.
I feel like I should be crying the national anthem right now, man.
Technically, I'm not even allowed to. I am now on clear liquids only for the next 24 hours.
We need to have an honest conversation on the air, because why not? Can you walk me through what tomorrow looks like? Walk me through the rest of your day today and then tomorrow, and you'll see where my point is.
So, well, let me start with yesterday, which is actually kind of the fun part of colonoscopy prep, because the doctor says, yes, you're not allowed to eat anything the 24 hours before the procedure, but the day before that, you should kind of eat like crap, because that'll help clear out your system when the time comes. So
what's that look like?
White breads and cake and French fries, like go for it. Go
white bread, cake, and French fries.
Did you eat a Twinkie yesterday?
Nothing whole grain, nothing like
healthy.
fibrous or healthy. Just go for it. Just have some fun.
You're like, is this? Are you messing with?
Is
me?
this a trick?
No, this is the actual part of the doctor's orders.
This is a test, isn't it?
Eat like crap before your fast. So yesterday I get home from work and it's 6 o'clock and I'm thinking, okay, well, let me do my Peloton. And then the game is, I'm watching the game and it's getting to the late innings and then it ends. And I say, all right, I'm going to go get some In-N-Out. I feel like a double and fries. That sounds perfect. So I hop in the car, head down to the Encinitas In-N-Out. I'm sure you've been there many times.
Many times.
I'm thinking Tuesday. It's 8 o'clock on a Tuesday. This place is going to be pretty dead, right?
No.
The line of cars, if you haven't been to the Encinitas In-N-Out before.
Any In-N-Out.
Any In-N-Out. But this one, it stretches all the way from the drive-through to the freeway, back out to the parking lot, all the way out to Encinitas Boulevard.
Correct.
Everybody has shown up at 8 p.m. on Tuesday at In-N-Out.
Yeah, guess what? Baseball ends, and every kid's like, I want to go to In-N-Out.
But I've been there before when the line's been long. They are pretty efficient.
They're really quick.
Two guys taking orders in the drive-through lane, and they just kind of boom, 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 and you're still in and out in about 10 to 15 minutes. So I get into the line, but it's moving kind of slowly. And I'm wondering what's going on. And after about 6 or 7 minutes, I finally get to the parking lot.
Yes, I know exactly where you are.
Where there is a intersection. There's a keep clear so people can still get out
from the gas station.
Yes, from the gas station. So I'm keeping clear. But while I'm doing that, because there's so much chaos going on behind me, two cars wedge in the middle and cut in a drive-through line. And I've never seen this. Wow. Two cars actually cut in the middle.
Stop. Where did they come from? They come from the gas station
and cut in front of me in the keep clear lane. No, they go right and get right in the lane in front of me.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Ben just sighs and just goes.
You just grab your ankles and go ahead, do your worst.
But the guy in the car behind me did not. The guy in the car behind me gets out.
No, he
and
didn't.
Walks up to the door of the woman and starts doing the pointing and yelling, pointing at all the cars behind.
Oh my God.
You can't do that, blah, 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 blah.
Oh my gosh.
And she sheepishly turns out of the lane.
Jesus,
and
really?
Gives it up. So I look ahead, and maybe it's because it's after 8 o'clock. They only have one person taking orders at this point. Oh. By the time I finally get my food, I don't know what my record is or your record is for most time spent in a drive-through lane. 8:40. 40 minutes from the time I got there to the time I pulled out with my double and fries.
There is no way I am sitting in a drive-through for 40. Why didn't you go inside?
I should have. I was in my PJs already. I had already showered and kind of put on just kind of crappy PJ clothes to drive in. And I was like, I don't know that I can walk in this.
What PJ?
Is that Ben from 10 News?
First of all, it's
a little bit.
It's Encinitas, where it's like, oh, you see that guy in PJs? He's actually a billionaire. So oh, that slob over there, he's worth millions.
It's my falling apart Padres workout shirt.
Yeah.
And just athletic shorts. And I just think, well, I'm already in the car. I'm just going to wait it out.
After 40 minutes, was it good?
It was good.
Now, did you?
It's really good.
Another practical question. Did you eat it in the car?
I ate the fries
in the car.
Probably in the first 3 minutes, as I do on the way home. And then I got home and ate the burger for dinner.
Okay, so you had the burger, the fries, and then that was it. So you really didn't go ham. You could have gone ham. Yeah, you could have gone crazy.
Double. Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to go too much in quantity,
right?
Because it all is coming out tonight. So that's today's procedure. I have from now until tomorrow morning, I can have nothing but clear liquids. And now I can do Sprite or white grape juice. Mm-hmm. As we said earlier this week, hard, clear candies, whatever those might be.
Yes, darling.
Werther's Originals.
I don't think so. They're not clear.
I don't know how clear. They nothing with red dye or food coloring or anything that could look like blood.
Yes. Yeah, that's really important.
That's really important.
Get the green Jell-O.
And then at 6 o'clock, I take my solution.
Your dirty
my
Sprite.
drink. Yeah, my drink my solution.
At 6 p.m.
And then for however long, you're pretty much in the bathroom.
Yep.
And then I get to sleep, and then I get up 6 hours before the procedure at 3:30 a.m., do the solution again for the final.
At what time?
3:30 a.m.
Okay.
That's 6 hours before.
All right.
And then hopefully at 6 o'clock, I join you guys for as much of the show as I can.
Okay. That's what I was going to ask. So 6 a.m. And now, why aren't you taking the gear with you?
I could take the gear with me.
Take the gear.
Is that better than?
I think so. Don't you, Paulie? It's better than him being on a Zoom.
Yeah.
All right. I'll take the gear with me.
All right. Do we have to like check it out?
Yeah, we'll just go after the show today.
Okay.
It's fine.
All right.
And then my mom's going to come pick me up a little before 9.
Okay.
And I check in at 9.
Okay.
And then this procedure is scheduled to start at 9:30. And then at around 11:30, I should be done.
Okay.
And you're going to pick me up.
I'll pick
right?
you up.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, I will pick you up unless you hear otherwise or your mom hears otherwise.
I'll kind of be out of it.
You
so,
won't know.
Yeah, you just handle that one way or the other.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to get a haircut, and she said, "How about 11:15 tomorrow or Thursday?" And I go, "I'm picking up my radio partner for his colonoscopy," and she laughed. She said, "How about next Tuesday?" I said, "No problem."
Okay, thank you.
So you got your haircut yesterday,
I did.
and he was so excited when he walked in
with the not Chairman Mao, please. That's what I say now. I say not Chairman Mao to Juan, my barber in Solana Beach at Solana Barbers.
He
said, of course, at anything you want.
Paulie, he goes, "So, we saving it for the air or what? What do you guys think?" And I go, "It looks the same. It's just shorter on the sides."
Yeah.
He has.
Yeah.
You just have the sides look great.
Thanks.
It's faded in, and the back looks spectacular.
He's really good on the sides.
I think it has more to do with the shape of your head than your actual hair.
At some point, I can't blame the barber. It's just this is what I'm doomed to for the rest of my life.
And now I wonder, should he just grow his hair long?
Ooh.
Just long. Have you ever had long hair?
No.
Even when you were a kid? I bet you didn't have the long bowl.
No.
You had a long bowl. Everybody had a long bowl.
I never really. I always kind of kept it shorter and parted
tight.
up high.
All right. Well, it looks good. It's just a shorter version of the chairman, which is okay. And maybe it'll be maybe you'll start a trend where little kids are walking and say, "Can I get the Chairman Mao?"
Everything does come back into style.
I'll take the Ben Higgins.
Yes, they used to call it the Chairman Mao, but now they call it the Ben Higgins. I'm really nervous for you tonight. I'm just going to tell you again. I can't overstate it enough how bad tonight sucks.
Okay, so 6 p.m.
Yeah, about 6:45.
Okay, 45.
Your whole
minutes.
life,
and then
your whole life flashes before your eyes.
And then
get
for
a diaper,
long?
dude. What?
For how long?
Hours. It never stops.
So
really.
like all night.
Yeah.
Will I be able to sleep?
So I slept, but you want to talk about I've never even thought. I don't think it's possible to sleep with one eye open. I slept with one eye open because I was like, I am next to this beautiful, beautiful, big-breasted woman and my wife, the love of my life. And I go, there's a decent chance she wakes up and there's doo-doo here. So I literally slept with one eye half open. It wasn't great, which is fine because you're going into surgery the next day. And so you really don't care if you're tired. They're like, you're going to knock me out anyway. And you're good, but I don't know, man. It's a rough one. It's a real, real tough scene. And then you think...
Excited, Ben?
Once you think...
No, I am not excited.
Once you think you've got it licked, it's not licked.
It's not licked.
You did not lick
Don't
it.
trust anything.
Don't trust anything. Nothing. If there was a cork available, I would take the cork. If he said, "Hey, try this," some people like it, some people don't, cork it.
So the upshot is, though, once you pick me up and get me my Jersey Mike sandwich that you want to,
Why don't you give me your order before? I may bring it.
And then I get to watch basketball all day long tomorrow. Take the rest of the day off work.
You're so happy.
And just recover.
Just chill.
And chill.
That'll be a
and
nice
watch
day.
the NCAA tournament.
Dude, this is genius. Jake said, I slept in the bathtub. And that is such a smart thing to... Paulie, we almost should do it as a
warm
bit.
enough right now at night that you probably could and be fairly comfortable right now.
I think at next year's fantasy camp.
It's the reasoning for it.
I think next year's fantasy camp, we go to CVS, we each buy a bottle, and we'll do a live stream.
I think that's a terrible,
It's
terrible idea.
you can't even wrap you hear all the horror stories. You're like, oh, okay. And then you're like, please, God, I will never do anything wrong again. And just get me out of this. Get me out of it.
I mean, at least you know what's causing it.
Yeah,
when you're sick and
when
you
you're
don't
sick,
know what's causing it, like I was in January, it's like, what is this? Am
yes.
I dying?
Am I dying?
You'll at least know what's causing it. You caused it by consuming whatever it is you're consuming.
Oh my Lord, man. Well, yeah, strap in. Make sure to keep your jailhouse tally on the side of your wall. Just a little, one and then two,
start a
3,
notes
4.
app or something.
Notes app or
whatever
something.
Works.
You'll forget. You'll get tired of it because you're like, oh my God, again. I mean, I cleared my whole. I go stay in the living room. No one come in this room. You especially. I don't know if you're going to want to stay married to me after this. There's my wife. She said, "Is he wrong though?" Yeah, I'm not wrong when I described her that way. She's beautiful, big-breasted. She's stunning. And you're laying next to her, and you're like, what did she do to deserve this? Like an old man getting colonoscopy. She's still in the prime of her life.
Let me take off my CPAP because I got to run to the bathroom for the 12th time tonight.
Yeah, hang on. No, those are my bones creaking when I get out of bed. Yes, and my sleep mask and everything else. Like, no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm happy for you because it's such a valuable.
Well, it is Colon Cancer Awareness Month.
Is it
here in
really?
March.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
So perfect, dude.
Everybody of the age should be setting up their colonoscopies.
Yep.
And intestinal health is very important.
I've actually seen online. I follow a lot of fitness and weightlifting and things like that. Bro, there are people that have incorporated this magnesium citrate into their life, where they're like, yeah, man, whenever I need a quick flush out, I just drink magnesium citrate. And I'm like, who's got 14 hours to be like, I'll just sit here on the crapper all day? Like, it's pretty crazy. I read some wild stuff. I was just telling you guys about that.
Sounds so healthy. Is that what it's called?
Magnesium citrate.
It sounds really healthy, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, no, citrus and magnesium, good for you. It's good for you, right?
Yeah,
Sounds
it's good for you. So I was crying last night as I thought of myself doing. I don't know if any people out there that work out and stuff. I read about this guy. It's called. His name is Pavel Tsatsouline. Okay, he's Russian, and he came up with this workout that I looked at it and I went, I got to tell the fellas about this, and maybe the tier ones too, because this is right up my alley. Now this guy is like a power lifter. He's very famous, and he developed this workout thing called Power to the People. It's 2 exercises. It's 5 sets of 5 reps. You're done. And you do it 5 days a week. And I thought to myself,
5 sets of 5
reps. And
so 25.
So deadlifts, total. You do deadlifts and you do presses. Okay. You can either go overhead or you can do dumbbell, but you do presses and deadlifts, and that's all you do. So I walk into the gym at 11, scan my card in at 11:01. I'm doing 5 deadlifts. Stop. Wait a minute. 5 deadlifts, stop. 5 deadlifts, stop. 5 deadlifts, stop. 5 deadlifts, stop. Then I go over to my presses. 5 stop. 5 stop. 5 stop. 5 stop. 5 stop. I walk out of the gym.
It's less than 10 minutes.
Bro, I can get in and out of the gym in 10 minutes and follow this brilliant power lifter. And I'm going, this was made for me. This was made for all of us. It's almost like if I can't do that every day, I don't deserve to be walking the planet.
I am so skeptical of these online workout suggestions.
This guy is he's like published. This guy.
My Instagram feed has told me for the past few months that if I do chair Tai Chi for like 3 weeks, I'm going to look like a Baywatch model.
If you do what?
Chair Tai Chi. I get is these ads. Oh, no, you're 50 years old. You do chair Tai Chi.
Oh,
for
Tai
3
Chi
weeks.
In your chair?
Yeah, chair Tai Chi. You're going to be. I don't know. I don't believe it. I do not believe that there's any exercise you can do for 3 weeks for 20 minutes a day that's going to turn you into some sort of Adonis. But that's what they try to make you think online.
Yeah,
like
seated Tai Chi.
Seated Tai Chi.
Is it Tai Chi fighting?
No, Tai Chi is like the poses and motions that, you'll see a lot, like a bunch of people in a park all doing something very gracefully together.
Oh, yeah, those guys.
Tai Chi.
Tai Chi.
Yeah.
Oh, that feels kind
No
of
way you can sit in a chair, do Tai Chi, and transform your body
I
in
think you could.
1 month.
I think you
Yeah, you
could.
could.
I think you could. And I think this Pavel's workout's got some real promise here.
I'm
Two
skeptical.
2 exercises, 5 sets, 5 reps. If you can't do that every day, like we don't deserve to be walking around. And I thought, all right, maybe I'll give it a shot.
Good luck.
Get in at 11, get it back in the car at 11:15 and go, I'm sorry, I'm just following Pavel's workout. I don't know what you guys want me to tell you. Like, I'm literally following this published, brilliant power lifter and his workout.
There are no shortcuts to good health.
No.
There's one thing that I feel like I've learned in 50 years. If you want to be healthy, you're going to have to put in the work.
Yeah, for sure.
Diet and
All
exercise.
right, I have another question for you guys. How long should I be in the gym every day? What's at the minimum?
45 minutes.
My average has been about 35. Usually because I bang.
It's not bad.
I bang
I
the.
was gonna say for
Especially
you,
if you're doing it every day.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're every day. You've
Every
got a
other-
plan. You're efficient. I would like 30 to 45 minutes,
I
30
feel-
minutes to an hour.
I feel
somewhere
like
in that range.
I feel like there's a lot of.
If you're there more than an hour, you're wasting
That's
time.
I feel like there's a lot of hanging out. Chewing the fat. I'm not there to chew the fat. I'm just there to work out. And I get in about 35 minutes. And I usually, like last night, I skipped on my program, I skipped the 7-minute treadmill walk uphill because I had Little League where I ran 1,000 or 11,000 steps. You know what I mean? I'm running and like all around. I'm like, I'm getting that later. I'm just going to lift the weights. So I was in and out in like 30 minutes. So I just feel when I walk out in 30 minutes, I know I lifted heavy and hard and everything, but I don't feel I feel like kind of a loser. So that's why this Pavel's thing may be really difficult. Get in and out in 15 minutes. But yeah, something is better than nothing. I agree with that. So,
Well, yeah, if you're going from 0 to this, fantastic.
yeah.
Gets you up, gets you going. If you're going from, hey, I'm regularly going to the gym for 35, 40 minutes, now I'm going to cut it down to 10
To
and
7.
25 lifts. I don't see how that's going to, in the long run, be better for you. I just really don't.
I think it's power and not cutting and definition. I realized last night I came into my wife and I go, hey, I'm just going to tell you right now.
What?
I walked into the room and spoke to my wife and I said, hey, this stubborn belly fat, it's not going anywhere. I go, I'm just going to build as much muscle around it as I can. That's the new plan moving forward. I go, I'm done trying to like cut this belly fat off. This is going to be here. It's going to be here forever, but I'm going to try to get everything else around it looking a little better. She goes, I don't care. Please leave me alone.
You could do it if that was your full-time job. If that's all you had to do, it was work out and have the perfect diet and have a chef prepare you the right foods.
Yeah.
You could do it, but I don't think it's worth it. You're gonna.
I like snacking. I like snacking.
You can be
too
healthy
much.
without
Yeah.
being completely ripped.
I'm
and
healthier now than I've ever been.
It's vanity to just
Yeah.
want to lose that
It's
last
just this last
tiny
little
layer.
This little layer.
It's probably
right
healthy,
here.
honestly, to have a little bit of
I
it.
just
You
said-
know,
Yeah, I just said it's not going anywhere, babe. And I said I'm done breaking my back to try to, get rid of this little tiny little fold. It's not unbearable. I can handle it. I said I'll just build up the muscle around it, and I'll look like like the big. That's what I want to be.
Well, speaking of health and fitness, I had one more question back to Ben's procedure tomorrow. So, Woodsy, in your experience,
Yeah.
So let's see, what time is the actual procedure tomorrow?
9:30.
9:30.
You're drinking it down at 6.
When will Ben be fully like good to go, able to eat anything, and feels better?
The minute he's out of surgery, he'll feel great.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
you'll
gonna ask
feel-
like what.
Here's
Because I
the-
know you're getting like a sandwich, but like, what would like dinner be tomorrow night?
Well, here's the thing I'm scared about. So we all saw this cat, and I had like 10 people reach out to me about your acetaminophen habit now that you
Mhm.
developed the other day.
I haven't taken any since.
It's a problem.
I kicked it.
You kicked it. You did it later that night too,
Yeah.
which is really what made me concerned. I talked
know.
to your mom about it. We made some calls. There's a counselor that if you need to talk to somebody,
Fine, but I think I've kicked it.
you think
again.
you've kicked it. So he took acetaminophen the other day. It literally knocked him for a loop. He was like, I feel pretty good. You guys ready to party on a Monday?
I was telling my wife, like, it blows me away every time when Ben takes a simple, whether it's a
NyQuil.
Tylenol or an ibuprofen, and he goes, "Oh, I can feel it kicking in."
Kicking in.
Like an ibuprofen, like if you have a little headache or something, whatever.
Like it's a tab of Molly.
He's like, "Ooh, I can
"It's
feel
coming,
it starting to kick in."
I feel it.
I go, "Do you know how many Tylenol I'd have to take before I feel it starting to kick in?"
The amount I would have to take would send me into an overdose. Oh my God, he took 40 Advil because his elbow was sore.
Ben takes one Alka-Seltzer.
I feel like a tingle from head to toe.
He
and
got
then
like
a
messed up.
dulling of the pain everywhere.
So
it works quite well on me.
The only thing I'm worried about is like they're gonna give you like propofol. So I don't know, which is like
I'm worried about that actually.
Don't be worried.
Yeah.
I think here, if you can change your mindset, enjoy the ride. Because the ride is spectacular. Okay, so just enjoy the ride. Don't get panicked.
They say you don't remember the ride.
You'll enjoy it.
Okay.
Trust me. Oh, the minute they give it to you, you're like, see you. I'll see you dudes later. And then when you wake up, you're like, I feel so good. Like you're just a wreck. It's so fun. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to pick you up. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Fantastic. All right. Are we ready to get started here on a Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. When we come back, WBC championship, why the entire world is blaming Craig Stammen for Team USA losing the WBC.
I'm fine with it.
He's not even there.
I'm
and apparently it's Craig Stammen's fault that the United States lost to Venezuela. And I'm not joking. I am not joking.
Yeah.
That is the trending topic around baseball. Blame Craig Stammen and AJ Preller. It's not true, but that's what people are saying. We'll set the menu, talk about it coming up next. Broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how. We actually know many hows. We met them last week.
Yeah, they're
It's
great.
Ben and Woods. Let's get our first check of traffic here on 97.3 The Fan after.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. GEGE 000-466. For a full list of games and rules, play at 7 Mile Casino. Visit 7milecasino.com.
Talking about feeling good. You're going to feel good if you take some time out and head down to 7 Mile Casino because it's fun. It's San Diego's best card room. It is comfortable. It is exciting. It is, have you on the edge of your seats when you're playing California-style blackjack, Texas Hold'em poker, Pai Gow, or Baccarat. You can have a really good time, and you don't have to drive 30, 40, 50 minutes away to get there.
I would tell you every night is a good night to go to 7 Mile Casino unless you're getting a colonoscopy the next day. Maybe you sit that one out.
Fine.
And then go tomorrow night if you get the itch to go play some California-style blackjack, some Texas Hold'em, some Pai Gow, Baccarat, whatever floats your boat. They'll take care of you there. The high-limit players as well. They're great, man. Great people. You get a discount on food when you eat at the table. They just want to, I mean, it's no secret. They want you to come in. They want you to enjoy yourself. They want you to come back.
I'm fasting right now, so again, I can't enjoy Sammy's at 7 Mile, but otherwise, I love the Kung Pao chicken on the 24/7 players menu. One of San Diego's few 24-hour dining and entertainment options. You'll find it right off the 5 freeway. Just head south, get off at E. You're on Bay Boulevard. It's the frontage road right along the 5. You're pulling in about a quarter of a mile right into 7 Mile Casino, just 7 minutes from downtown.
He just here. I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please
just
don't.
a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Not that now.
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
It's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
That is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
WBC talk coming up in this segment. Quickly setting the menu for the Wednesday edition of Ben and Woods. We will talk Padres baseball as well. Pretty good day yesterday for both German Marquez and the offense. A lot of home runs. Guys that you want to see hitting home runs like Gavin Sheets, Xander Bogaerts, Nick Castellanos.
Off of guys that are pretty good. In Nick Castellanos' case, hitting a bomb off of Andres Munoz yesterday is solid.
Very fun game, and encouraging signs now that we are reaching the last few days of spring training. So we'll talk some Padres baseball.
I kind of hadn't really heard of anything about Castellanos in particular in like weeks, it felt like.
All I've heard is continues to like
Just
improve,
solid.
play good defense.
loves learning first base,
Yep.
is getting better every single day at it. I mean,
they've moved him around. He played left field yesterday. He's played right field. He's played first base. That's fairly valuable.
I had the game on in my office. I walked back in and I just happened to look right up at the TV as he was rounding second base or whatever. I go, oh, yeah, hell yeah,
There we
Casty.
go.
There
Yeah.
we go.
can't make any judgments in spring training, but to this point, he has been
It's
the
been
ideal addition.
exemplary.
Exactly what they were hoping for.
That's right. So far, so good.
Flexible, mashes against left-handed pitching.
And
good
Duhar as well.
teammate. They seem to like him a lot. Andujar's doing
Andujar's
what they
been
want him to
great.
do as well in spring training. And Gavin Sheets, who kind of got off to a slower start, has heated up big time heading into this last week. So the Padres lineup at this moment looks like it could be fairly dangerous.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. We'll get the firsthand account in our 8 o'clock hour from spring training. Sammy, it is an off day for the Padres, but he's going to join us to wrap up everything that went on yesterday and all the news from Peoria before he then takes the day off, last off day for the Padres of spring training. And then they've got 5 more days of work and back home on Monday afternoon after the game to get ready for opening day next Thursday. Also in our 8 o'clock hour, we'll play a game of Take on Woods, chance to qualify for the trip to Las Vegas at the Fontainebleau, the $150 resort credit. 9 o'clock hour includes our Reindl Report headlines and some final thoughts. Get into some maybe SDFC tonight. They've got their second match against Toluca
in hell.
up in the thin air of
hell.
Mexico,
Yeah.
8,750 feet of elevation. Serious. All they need is a tie, but it won't be easy for sure.
My word. I cannot wait to see this atmosphere.
Looking forward to
8
it.
p.m. Yeah. 8 p.m.
Yeah, arguably one of the biggest games. I mean, the playoff game that we went to, and then this game, like the 2 biggest games so far in SDFC history. And it's tonight at 8 o'clock. And then the NCAA tournament starts tomorrow. Well, technically started with the first 4 last night. You had Texas and Howard,
yeah.
both winning yesterday in their first 4 games. We got a couple more first 4 games tonight. So that's what we've got on the menu. But let's get right into the WBC. Last night's 3-2 win for Venezuela, the first-time champions, coming up right after a check of traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com. Here's Kelly Danick.
Good morning. Couple problems already. South 805 before Telegraph Canyon Road crash involving couple vehicles. It's got the 2 right lanes blocked and looks like there's a fuel spill thrown into the mix. So South 805 right before Telegraph Canyon. Watch out for a little confusion there. Also an accident on northbound 15 at Miramar Road. It's over to the right shoulder. Hey player, the all-new Hamul Casino Resort is all for you. Enjoy a super luxe hotel experience, a super secret speakeasy, an indulgent spa, and an epic rooftop pool. Book your experience at hamulcasino.com. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben and Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
All guests on Ben and Woods, including Sammy Levitt, appear on our SDCCU fan hotline. It's not big bank banking. It is better. Well, the WBC lived up to any possible expectations you could have had, other than maybe expecting the United States to lift the trophy or win the gold medals at the end. Lots of great games, lots of late inning drama, and the championship no different. Perhaps the biggest surprise was that pitching dominated so much in the end when you had such incredible all-star lineups of hitters, and you thought, oh, the Dominican Republic, they're going to score 8 to 10 every game, and then they go out scoring just 1 against the United States, and then
Baseball's not that complicated. It always comes down to pitching.
it does, and then the
It
U.S.
always comes down to pitching.
with that all-star lineup scores just 2 in their final 2 games. It was good enough against the DR. It was 1 run short against Venezuela last night, but Nolan McLean got the start for Team USA. Was good, but a couple small mistakes. The wild pitch that set up the sacrifice fly early, and then, of course,
That was Will Smith's fault.
the solo home run by Wilyer Abreu in the 5th inning that put the United States behind 2-0. Maybe the biggest surprise was how well Eduardo Rodriguez pitched
He was unreal.
for Team Venezuela.
He was unreal.
Guy who has been a good major league pitcher, but
Not in a long time.
Not recently,
Yeah,
though.
Not in a long
He
time.
comes through with 4 1/3 1-hit shutout innings with 4 strikeouts against that lineup. Come on,
Unbelievable. An unbelievable pitching performance from him last night, Ben. He talked about it after the game. I loved his post-game interview. He goes, I didn't shake Salvi one time, not once. I just threw what he wanted me to throw, where he wanted me to throw it, and it worked. He had those guys. He had them flummoxed, all of them. I mean, and again, I said it yesterday. I go, this should be really good hitting for those guys. But man, he mixed his pitches so well, had them off balance, had Will Smith swinging at a ball that hit him. I mean, he's up there looking to do damage. Ball comes in on his leg, hits him. He's swinging. Like, those guys were. Aaron Judge was horrific. Bryce Harper obviously get the really, really big swing, a huge swing in his career, and they just couldn't do anything with it.
The U.S. I believe
3 hits, right?
never. I think they went 0 for 0 with runners in scoring position.
Yeah.
They never got a runner to second base. In fact, they didn't get a runner other than the home run trotting around in the 8th.
Right.
Since the 4th inning against the DR.
That's right. I saw that.
Never got a guy to second base. They had the 2-out walk in the 6th, didn't do anything with it. 2-out walk in the 7th, didn't do anything with it. But the 2-out walk in the 8th of Andres Machado, who might be the nastiest reliever that Venezuela had, although Daniel Palencia was pretty good too.
Yeah, pretty good.
Gives up the 2-run homer to Bryce Harper. What a moment.
Huge.
What a moment. Dave Dombrowski probably nodding somewhere going, yeah, my devious plan to motivate Bryce Harper is already working.
That's right.
Looked pretty good. That's what I was intending to start this year off. Ties it 2-2, an electric atmosphere that
it was so
pretty
loud.
balanced between Venezuela and Team USA fans.
You think so?
I mean, Venezuela may have out-screamed them a little bit, but there was a lot of U.S. fans as well. It was loud. It was really loud in that moment, too. And you wonder, because we all texted and he goes, oh, is that it for Venezuela? And I go, I don't know. It's not over yet.
Yeah.
And they were able to get out of the inning. And then, of all people, to draw the leadoff walk to start the WBC winning rally for Venezuela, Luis Ariz.
Yeah.
Draws the walk.
A walk. Drew a walk. That is
good for him. Good for Louis.
That is just the poorest execution ever. Just
by Garrett Whitlock.
He's gonna get. He give him his single. Give him his single.
Make him put it in play.
Make him put it in play.
Because there's still a 70% chance it's going to be hit to someone. So you've got to he's not going to probably beat you with a home run. You've got to throw a strike and make him beat you with a single.
Yeah.
So walking Luis Ariz was Garrett Whitlock's biggest mistake. Then they go with the pinch runner.
Yep.
Worked out perfectly impossible to tell, one of those same time, tag, base, can't overturn it calls.
Well, the noodle arm of Will Smith probably cost our team, cost the U.S. a victory last night.
And then Eugenio Suarez comes through with the RBI double.
Again,
Clutch.
a guy that is so susceptible to the strikeout, and you just hang a slider, curveball, something in the middle of the zone. He was like, you're joking. It was right in his zone, his damage zone. I mean, it just hung down the middle. I'm like, it's poor execution, man, all night. And poor ABs, just really bad ABs. Aaron Judge staring at fastballs down the middle. Like,
Aaron Judge
what is happening?
Had a tough tournament. I think he had 222. He was the captain, had the not so inspirational speech to begin. It was
let's kick some ass out.
It was not a great tournament for Aaron Judge. It would be foolish to
you can't pin it all on him.
Or even say that, what did they play a total of 8 games total? I mean, if this was the regular season, there'd now be 154 games left. I mean, you're not even starting. You're not even scratching the surface. This is a very short sample size tournament. And just goes to show you, when the Padres stop scoring for 2 days against the Dodgers in the playoffs, it can happen for a all-star lineup of the best players that America's got. You cannot score for 2 days. Any lineup in baseball can be susceptible to that at any time against, some good pitching. Guys just aren't quite in rhythm early in March. It does happen. Daniel Palencia comes on in the 9th. By the way, Daniel Palencia, who was allowed by his team, the Cubs, right, to only pitch in a save situation. He was not allowed to come into that game under any other circumstances other than to save the game for Team Venezuela with a 3-run or less lead. Gets the job done with a 1-2-3 ninth and a strikeout of Roman Anthony to end it and trigger an amazing celebration on the field. But I bring up that rule because it is what basically everyone was screaming about in the top of the 9th inning when Mark DeRosa did not bring in Mason Miller in a tie game. Apparently, the Padres had asked the same as the Cubs and said, you may use Mason Miller, but only in a save situation. We don't want to see him coming in trailing. We don't want to come to see him in a rout. You're not going to use him in the middle of the 7th inning, just, randomly because you got yourself in a bad spot.
Yeah.
You will only use him in a save situation. It's exactly what I called for on the show yesterday.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I said, this, I think, is the acceptable agreement between the Padres and Mark DeRosa. You may use Mason Miller, but in this specific situation only.
It's on DeRosa then, because as the home team, you're obviously, once it gets to that point, you're not going to be able to use Mason Miller. So Mason Miller's off the hook, as soon as he doesn't go to him in the 8th there. That's on Mark DeRosa, too, to say, all right, Craig, thanks, and AJ, whoever made the phone call. So you're telling me it's top of the 9th, and we're in a tie ball game, and I can't use Mason to go through the heart of their order? That's what you're telling me? And if they said, yeah, that's what we're telling you, it's got to be a 3 outs to go situation, then fine, he did his job. But I can't for the life of me imagine that that's the scenario. I mean, I guess I can. Mark DeRosa in scenarios, he's not the best at it. So if he didn't say, hey, man, Mason's ready, he's got a day of rest, top of the 9th, I need 3 outs so we can go win it, I can't use him. And they said, no, you can't. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I really don't buy it.
It was a little less complicated for Team Venezuela because they can't win the game without taking a lead in a top of the inning, whether it's the 9th, the 10th,
Right.
whatever. If they take the lead, then they know they're saving Daniel Palencia for that last inning. Because Team USA was the home team, it pretty much locked in. Once it was tied going into the top of the 9th inning, there's no situation in which Mason Miller can ever come into that game.
So he's untying his shoes down there in the bullpen. Like, that's it for me. I don't buy it. I really don't buy it. Because, again, if you're on the phone with Padres brass and he said, oh, okay, fine, guys, I understand. We're not.
Morning, guys.
If we're up 6, we're down 6, whatever. Like, I understand when not to use. But if we have a chance to win the game in the bottom of the 9th, you're telling me I cannot throw the unhittable, ungodly, God among men, Mason Miller, for 3 outs in the top of the 9th, but you'd be fine with it if I did it in the bottom of the 9th?
I wonder if that was ever discussed. It probably wasn't. And then I wonder if at the last minute, if someone was trying to get AJ Preller or Craig Stammen on the horn, like in the 8th inning, like,
Are we good?
We didn't really talk about this. Can we use him? Can we use him?
Yeah.
Someone get a hold of someone in the Padres organization and let me know if we can use Mason Miller in a tie game.
Please answer this question honestly. Was this just we're going to kick the crap out of these guys, obviously. Like, look at our lineup. Look at what we've got in reserve. Like, was it too cocky? Was it they don't care enough? Venezuela cared more? Did Mark DeRosa, how did he acquit himself as a man? Like, is anybody going to go, I'll give that guy a shot? On no planet. On no planet. Would I look at, if I was a GM or an owner, and be like, that's the guy I want in there? I think a lot of managers didn't acquit themselves very well. I'll tell you who did, and the guy that I'm maybe most happy with or happy for is Omar Lopez. What he's
long-time Houston Astros staffer and coach,
turned into the superstar, calming influence, quiet, didn't make it about him. You saw him sitting on the floor, cross-legged in media, waiting his turn to go up and do it. Sitting on the floor, cross-legged, just waiting his turn. 30 years of serving the game of baseball. He doesn't get better than that.
He worked at like the Venezuela Academy.
Yep.
Like he is baseball.
He's
in
baseball.
Venezuela.
I thought it was so good,
Yeah.
man. And again, I think the hubris, maybe.
There's some hubris. For
I think
sure.
there's some hubris. And I would have it too. If I was Mark DeRosa, if I was Mark DeRosa yesterday, I would have been like, bro, it's Eddie Rodriguez. We're gonna murder
look
this
at this
guy.
lineup.
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at the box score, and you look at like Luis Ariz is in the 3-hole for Venezuela. Aaron Judge is in the 3-hole for the United States.
Correct.
But I was rooting for Venezuela because I was like, I just know they're going to enjoy it more. I feel like I truly felt not just the fan base and like the shots that were coming out of Venezuela were amazing, but I'm like, bro, like they're pouring everything they have into this. And then you got like Bryce Harper saying like, it's not the World Series. But then other guys are saying,
it's better than the World Series.
It's like, which is it, guys? Like, where do you fall as a team? I don't really know.
I think, again, and I did think Mark DeRosa made a really good point. I do, when he said, if they did this in the middle of the season, I think you'd have every American player signed up and ready to go. If you just pause the season for the WBC in the middle of the year, I think we've talked about that some too. But I think, look, there's plenty of blame to go around. I think Mark DeRosa gets some. I think Aaron Judge gets some. I think Tarek Skubal gets some blame. I think
Mark DeRosa can't make his team hit, though.
No, you can't make your team hit, but you can put better. He was
flexible, though. I mean, he saw that Cal Raleigh was struggling, so he went away from him. He just tried. I think
you got a guy with 60 home runs that you could have pinch hit for Will Smith, and you let Will Smith hit.
He did not look good in his at bats though early in the tournament.
But who's the M's manager? They're like, you sucked in that tournament, bro. I'm gonna work you in this week. You throw him.
I said to my son, as Roman Anthony came up, I said, you could pinch hit Cal Raleigh here.
Yep,
60 home runs.
I think you should have done it for Smith.
Yeah, Roman Anthony's
been fine.
I mean, but you're down to your last out. You haven't used Cal Raleigh yet.
Yeah.
Are you gonna pull that trigger? Are you gonna fire that bullet or not? And the answer was not.
Yeah,
it'll be second guessed for a long time.
Oh, yeah. I'm not done talking.
Venezuela wins the WBC, but there was another, I think, huge winner of the tournament. We will talk about that when we come back. Second hour of Bennett Woods. We'll have Don't Do This as well. Padres talk all ahead. Tier 1s, thank you for joining us on a Wednesday on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. said he was listening in the car. Want to thank Ben and Woods. Made my colonoscopy appointment yesterday. I'm 59. I have not been to the doctor in 20 years. Thank you again, Ben. Well, don't thank me yet, but, may have just saved your life.
Yeah, it's no big deal. Just saving lives in here. It's no big deal.
I also may have doomed you to a very unpleasant day.
It's true.
Hey, you know what? Peace of mind. And if you catch it, you want to catch it early.
Yes.
That's why screening is so important.
Yes. Yeah, the interesting part too, and we briefly touched on it, is the narrative across the country that the Padres are somehow at fault for, the U.S. completely soiling themselves.
Ken Rosenthal write a new article?
It's coming. Somebody said in the chat, and I agree. He's the one that probably started the rumor.
I'd like to talk about him at some point this morning. There's been a lot of conversations about Ken Rosenthal, like to the point where I'm like, did he write a new bombshell accusation story?
There's a full-on PR campaign going on for Ken Rosenthal because, again, I think one of the guys from Barstool called him out. So we're past the need for him at this point. And, I know that, I thought before, like, Ken's probably fine, fine human. That shove thing, when he got bumped out of the way and he hit that guy and he stood over him and lorded over him, all 4'3" of them, lorded over that guy, and then looked at the guy and shook his head. I went, ugh, it gave me chills. We all have bad days. We all have bad moments. We all have things that we regret. But that looked like, man, you really fancy yourself as a big part of the game. And I feel like he's one of those guys that tries to weave himself into the game more than he should.
Bro, I haven't seen that video since it happened last playoffs.
It's as gnarly as it gets, man.
It's wild. He just immediately shoots this guy.
Gives him the death stare.
Like, who do you think you are?
Yeah, touching me, bumping into me.
A smarmy smile and then a dismissive wave of the hands.
Yeah, man. I mean,
it's hard. I hate to read too much into a glance, but I mean, it looks bad.
It looks such
any
a bad
normal
look.
human does the, oh my God, I am so sorry. Are you okay? Let me help you up.
Anybody. You don't know what just happened. You have no idea what just happened. So yeah, and so then they've kind of come out and they're doing a little PR. People that have worked with, he's the best. And listen, that's fine. That's fine. That's your experience. But I would just wonder if his experience with the common person, as we saw, isn't as friendly. It isn't as great. And obviously, Padres fans, we've got a bone.
Well, that's just him, as a person.
It's him as a person.
That clip right there was him as a person. We haven't even talked about the questionable journalistic integrity in some of his stories.
No doubt.
The dancing peacocks, the making up, taking a BS story and running with it.
Yeah. So we've always kind of had our eyes cast on Ken Rosenthal as somebody like, you maybe don't trust him. I mean, Schulte was like, not coming in here, remember, guys were icing him out. But it's tough. It's tough. And then you see, again, this full campaign of, again, he's probably really great to you, Britt Giroli. Probably is. Probably fantastic to you. You guys are colleagues. You're whatever.
I'm sure Dennis Lynn has
100%.
Nothing but good things to say about
great
him.
Relationship with D-Lynn. But the guy at the coffee shop, how about him? How about the guy, the waiter, the waitress, or whatever?
Even
flight
Britt,
attendant.
though, in her comments after her defense of Ken Rosenthal, went to say, "But I totally disagreed with his opinion."
And I told
him. And I told him, and I disagreed with him when he wrote about the Padres. Obviously,
didn't she try to dismiss it as if he talked to presumably the player Tatis or
after?
Yeah. He's like, he talked privately with them and squashed it. So you just didn't know that,
right?
You, the public. And it's like, well, nobody knows that unless he writes about it or says anything about it. And when he's being criticized so publicly for something that he wrote publicly, he should publicly apologize.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just it's just weird. Again, and let's take the personalities out of it. Tom Verducci, let's talk about that job. Let's talk about that. Is there a need for what they do in game? I don't think there is. There is.
Ken has multiple jobs. I mean, he is a writer and reporter, and then fine. Also in-game reporter.
It's the. So there you are. You've just hit the game-winning double. What were you looking for? We don't need it. I think we're beyond that, and I think the manager interviews are awful. I think they always have been. I don't think there's a need to get to the manager in the third inning. I just don't.
I don't mind, insight from like scan down near the dugout where you've got a view of things that
insight is fantastic
are happening.
Right.
So having a dugout reporter is not a bad thing.
Great thing.
In-game interviews are almost always pointless. Every once in a while there's a spectacular one, but the 99% of them are useless and pointless. But I think it's smart to have someone who can observe what's going on in a dugout and, listen in a little bit, be a little close to the action, and can then add commentary and value as opposed to just sticking a third person up in the same booth with everybody else.
Right.
So, yeah, sideline reporters, dugout reporters, I'm okay with that job. There is, get an injury update like, hey, just heard that, he's walking it off, but should be okay to go. Yeah, that's a service I want as a fan from someone doing that down on the sideline or near the dugout during a game. Yeah, getting a quick comment, a nothing comment from a manager doesn't do much.
It doesn't.
Yeah, that's not his idea. That's the
I know.
Fox executives telling him. And now in the third inning, you're going to interview Mark DeRosa.
Right.
You come up with a good question. I couldn't at that point.
I couldn't either.
It would be impossible to come up with a insightful, great question that he can answer in 11 seconds before the inning is over and we've got to get back to the action. So it's impossible.
Yeah, and again, you're not bigger than the game. And I do feel like he tries to insert himself and to be, bigger than the story. And so that's just my personal opinion. And I, that video lives forever, man. And I didn't really dig his apology about it either. It wasn't like, I will wear this. I was a total a-hole. I was a complete and total scumbag. I bought this guy dinner. I talked to him. I feel like such a putz right now. I feel like such an idiot. And it was nothing. It was like, haha, like it's okay. All right. It lives forever.
It was, if I remember, it was something like, I understand how this may have looked.
Right.
But what really happened after the camera was off was I helped him up and I paid him $1,000.
Yeah. I washed his car for him. Yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, there's a full-on campaign.
I saw Big Cat from Barstool said something like, why is he on the broadcast?
Right.
Like, nobody likes this guy.
Right.
I don't even think he was saying, why do we have this part of the broadcast? It was like specifically why is he doing it?
They both work for Fox, I think, too. So that's pretty solid. Yeah, interesting.
But I saw this, that campaign from everybody.
It was crazy. It was like a coordinated attack all at the same time. But listen, everybody.
Bob Nightingale will say the wrong thing
all the time,
but he doesn't maliciously write terrible stuff.
Correct. Correct.
The peacock, the dancing peacock comment, I'm like,
it was nuts.
He shouldn't be allowed at Petco Park.
He wasn't for a while.
He wasn't allowed in the dugout.
It was pretty nuts. And we all know the code behind some of that stuff, and it's just something that the Latin ball players have to face a lot more than the American ball players do. I'll tell you that.
Which brings me to what I teased. I said Venezuela won, but there was another big winner with the WBC. And I hate to say this, but there's one thing that the NFL does really well and has helped become the number one sport by a wide margin in this country and starting to be the world. They have globalized. And the WBC was so massively successful, not almost, I don't think in the United States it's going to make a huge difference, but you see the reaction in Venezuela, the Dominican Republic, people in Italy following the games. Mm-hmm. And you can see the growth of baseball globally real time.
Yep.
During this tournament, the passion of fans, you can see, and this they're going to be Major League Baseball fans. These are all people who now want to follow these players and go on to their teams and this season, and will have more of an interest in Major League Baseball. Baseball was a huge winner in this tournament, an absolutely huge winner, and they have never closed the gap that's so large between the NFL and everything else right now. But baseball's on the rise. And for many years, I think a lot of people argued baseball was kind of slowly on the decline. I think it's back and starting to rise up again as something that every generation of sports fans is embracing. It's not just the boomers and the old heads who like baseball. Like people, young fans are starting to embrace this sport again. They need that injection of new life. And this tournament absolutely provided it for fans who want electricity, energy, fun, and excitement.
Passion. You know, the SEC's motto of "it just means more" is, you know, it's good. I mean, the playing field is leveled in college football a little bit now. But I think in countries like Venezuela, DR, Puerto Rico, places like that, I mean, in Japan, like, I think when you say it just means more, it does. I think it does. But I don't
know that we will ever fully comprehend what it means.
Correct. But I see it. I see it every day. There is a lot of joy. There's a lot of passion. But I'll tell you, man, the players like my kids gravitate to. My son ran in last night. So happy. He loves Suarez. He loves Acuna. You know, he also loves Aaron Judge. He also loves Bryce Harper. He loves those guys. But the guys that get him out of his seat at 8 years old is Manny Machado, Fernando Tatis Jr., Juan Soto. Those are the guys that he's like, whoo, man. Now, he doesn't get on the field, Ben, and he just goes up and plays hard. But, like, those are the guys he looks at and he goes, that's such next level. That's such next level. There's joy that he sees in their joy, and I love it. I think it's just so great and healthy for the game.
I think joy is such a key word.
It's such a key word. Such a hard game, man.
Yeah, I never had a problem with guys who, you know, want to play and nose to the grindstone and like, hey, we're going to take this seriously. I respect that. If that's your personality, I'm not going to force you.
I like a grinder. I have no problem. I like them all. You know, I can like multiple things. That's the cool part about being a open-minded human being. I liked it all. I've said about Manny before, how many times have I said, you know why I like Manny the most? He exudes the confidence that I never had at anything. Like, that's what I admire in my athletes and my rock stars, whatever it is. They exude that confidence that I've never had and been able to access. Like, imagine being so good at something that you can go after a ground ball the way that he does, knowing I got this guy.
And I don't want the WWE where you're trying to embarrass or show up, you know, moments where you humiliate your opponent. That's not what I'm looking for. But joy, I don't think ever humiliates anyone else.
Never.
If you are expressing real joy and you are letting it out, how can the other team be mad about that?
I know.
And if you are, that's your problem.
I think that's on you. I think
that's
you gotta look.
Not the problem of the joyful person. That's the problem of the angry, bitter loser. If you have a problem with a joyful celebration by the other team.
I mean, when you saw Junior Camanero's celebrations, how did you not feel anything? Not once did I go, ooh, he's going to wear one for that. Like, if I'm the pitcher that gave that up, I would have been like, God dang, what a cool moment.
A couple moments where I was like starting to get like tears in my eyes because I'm like, they're so happy. And I'm like, that's really fun to watch.
Yeah, it's cool.
I saw there were people, you know, everyone's saying like, well, why can't Major League Baseball games be this way? I say they should be like that.
I think there's some of it.
You can't do that every night.
No.
You just can't do that for 162
I was thinking about that
games.
as well.
You can't have that kind of energy and just level of adrenaline and joy and all of that on, you know, a Tuesday in May between the Twins and the Royals. It's just not going to be like that. But like, there's no reason that the celebrations and the atmosphere shouldn't be like that for every like playoff baseball game.
I heard the question asked, is opening day going to feel almost like a letdown after the WBC because the stakes are so much lower?
Well, that depends on how Tarek Skubal pitches, because if he goes out and they light him up for 4 runs in the first 2 innings, I'm going to be very joyful.
And then what about game 3 and game 9 and game 18 and game 41?
No, I'm joyful about every game that's on.
But I think the Padres of all teams in Major League Baseball, and the Padres aren't, you know, always joyful, always celebrating, but there's enough electricity at Petco Park when the moment arises. The players embrace it. Fernando Tatis Jr. embraces it. For the last few years, they've been a great team. If you enjoy WBC baseball, you should enjoy Padres baseball.
Sure.
You know, that's the kind of at least style that the Padres tend to play when things are going well. Obviously, when things are not going well, you're not going to see as much of it.
Again, you're giving all the credit for the Dominican flair to Manny and Fernando, and just completely forgetting about Wandy Peralta.
Again,
maybe he's the real captain of all of this.
Why do you hate him? So he's so good. This is great by Whit Merrifield last night. Good for Venezuela. What a tournament. This last week of regular spring training games is going to suck for these guys. You know it is. You know it's going to suck for these guys. Walking in there just like this, putting your bag down.
The crack of the bat echoes through the empty spring training ballpark.
I was thinking about like Caglione and Pasquantino. They got to go back to Arizona. They're in Glendale, where the Royals play at, and they got to go to Starbucks now instead of their fun
Surprise.
fancy
Yeah,
espressos.
They're with the Rangers in Surprise on Bell Road, just another 10 miles down.
That's gonna be the longest 5 days ever for them.
Getting from the airport all the way out there, like here we go.
I loved it so much. It was such a great tourney, so much drama, so much good content. Talking about the managers though, so it's funny. Like you had some guys kind of auditions. I think if you would. Albert Pujols, I think even in a loss to Team USA, I thought he acquitted himself pretty well. I did. I think a team would look at that and go, all right, yeah, okay, I could see this. Honestly, Benny, his comments after the game, I thought were he's a Hall of Famer. He's the machine. When he said, yeah, okay, I mean, there's a ball, but that's not why we lost that game. We didn't lose that game like that. DeRosa, I think, did not do himself any favors. I don't know that Benji Heel did himself many favors with Team Mexico either. I really don't. I was just thinking about like which of these guys and Omar Cruz, yeah. I thought he did. I mean, if you're looking at a skipper, you're like, that guy's as icy as it gets. Like locked in, got all the respect of all the veterans, the Johan Santanas of the world, the Salvador Perez's, like everyone loves this cat. And I'm looking at that going, yeah, man, there's some managers that like probably really boosted their resume in this.
Oh, I think so for sure.
And I think there's some that probably hurt their resume a little bit.
I mean, Mark DeRosa is not getting a job as a major league manager, even if I don't know if he ever wanted one, but don't think he's getting that opportunity now.
I was just going to ask, I don't feel like I hear his name a ton in the rumor mill.
But you have.
There's an opening. You have.
But I think those days are gone. He said he'd like to come back and do it again. But, somebody said last night, it's going to be Clayton Kershaw will be the next skipper of Team USA. I go, all right, yeah, I can see that too.
You think Pujols?
Lopez, not Cruz. Sorry.
You think Pujols manages in Major League Baseball soon?
Pardon?
Pujols?
I do.
We talked about like the Padres didn't hire him, and we said, well, nobody else hired him either, and that's true. I thought he had a decent run as manager of the DR. They love him.
They loved it. They love him. I
would assume within a year or two, he's probably managing a major league team, is my guess.
Yeah, and I just I'll be completely honest. I hope we don't get to a point where like, maybe we should have.
I know Ollie Marmol just got an extension, but let's be honest, when his time is done and the rebuild is done in St. Louis, the next manager who takes them probably to the next level might be Albert Pujols. I can see that.
Yep, I can see it too.
All right, let's take a time out. We're going to come back. Don't do this. How about a do this moment? Some marketing genius by one Fernando Tatis Jr.'s team. We'll get to that and more coming up next with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. First, though, it is basketball time. You know what I'm talking about? We've got college action nonstop starting at 9:15 tomorrow all the way through the weekend. And if you're not playing Prize Picks along with your college basketball, you're missing out on some of the fun because you can set so many lineups with all the games you're watching and win real money on your sports knowledge. I mean, you're already filling out your brackets and doing it that way. Why not specifically set some daily fantasy lineups? It's easy to do. It's easy to play. It's a lot of fun. It's between 2 and 6 players. You're picking against numbers and stat projections. So take a couple of your favorite players, more or less on points, assists, rebounds, plenty of other stats available for you, and put them into a lineup. The more you put in, the more you can win. Up to 2,000 times your money with Prize Picks. It's also easy to get started. Just download the Prize Picks app and use the code KWFN. And when you get started, you're going to get $50 in free lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That can carry you all weekend long if you want. $50 in free lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Start there. Start with the basketball this weekend, and then get ready for the start of baseball season because that's even better. Coming up next week with Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for details.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Don't Do This is brought to you by Dixieline Lumber and Home Centers, helping San Diego homeowners and contractors fix it, build it, and
enjoy it.
I'm going to start with a golf story. And while I don't know that anyone's in the wrong here, it breaks my heart to see someone chase their dream for years and years, finally reach it, and then have it taken away. And this is the story of South Korean golfer S.H. Kim, who is one of the rising young Asian stars on the PGA Tour. Finally got his tour card last year by finishing 8th on the Korn Ferry points list. And he's had some good finishes so far in the PGA Tour, but he's about to turn 28, and he hasn't done his mandatory military service in South Korea, and he is not exempt. So after the Valero Texas Open in April, it's done, and he's got to go back and serve for 2 years in the Korean military, just as he is getting his feet under him for his lifelong dream of making the PGA Tour. And I get it. They have mandatory military service, and there's no exceptions. Well, there are a couple exceptions.
The exceptions are the weird part for me.
If you win a medal at the Olympics, you are exempt. Which Tom Kim, who is another Korean golfer, was really excited because he had a chance, and he finished like 3 shots out of the bronze medal at the last Olympics, and he was like in tears. Like, I could have gotten out of 2 years of military service by just playing a little bit better. There's also this event called the Asian Games, I guess, that is very important in Korea. And if you win a gold medal there, so S.H. Kim's hoping to get on the team later this year, and if they can win like the team gold, a couple of other players had done that and gotten out of their military service. Sung Jae-im and Siwoo Kim both got out of it by getting a gold medal there. So he's hoping to do that. But there's been other players like Sang Moon Bae who had to do their 2 years in military. When they came back, they just weren't the same anymore. No practice really, or for 2 years, essentially. It's just you have to start all over again. Your points are all gone, and they just never made it. It just ended their dream, and now he's faced on the precipice of this story. It's tough. It's like, he can't – rules are rules, I guess, but it just kind of breaks my heart a little bit that you work that hard to get on the PGA Tour, and the second you get there, sorry, you got to come back and pause your game for 2 years.
KG the Elephant says, can't he just say he considered joining the military? According to Paul Skeens, that's basically the same thing as serving, which is one of the more brilliant lines I've seen from our pal KG the Elephant. Eric says, play golf or serving your country, which is more important. I think there it's serving your country. Ted Williams went over and did it, came back and was winning triple crowns. So just be better, I guess.
I guess he's just got to be better when he comes back, for sure.
Paulie?
Like I said, it wasn't, no one's in the wrong.
Right.
It just
the way
it
that
just kind of breaks my heart a little bit that he's so close to his dream, and now the mountain has just risen another 10,000 feet to try to climb it again.
Ben and I didn't want to
Moving
tell
target.
you this, but today after the show, we're actually going out to Encinitas Ranch. Foster got you a tee time.
Okay.
And you have to break 80 or you're fired.
Mandatory golf service?
Mandatory golf.
All right.
Like you
I'll
have to
shave. I haven't played in like a year, and I have to shave
Remember
16 strokes off my
Remember
best ever.
Remember, Foster had to pass his test so he could do his assistant PGA card, and it's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's stressful. You got to play a good round of golf to keep your career going.
We talk a lot on this program about the loudest voices in baseball sometimes being its biggest detractors, and
this one's gonna hurt you.
I love this man. I did. He's my favorite player for many, many years for his on and off the field exploits. One Derek Jeter last night on the desk at the WBC. Now it's been a big.
He's on the field in Miami.
On the field, yeah, at the desk. He was talking about the World Series, and I think he had 4. He's got 4 rings. Good career. And many guys, though, that have World Series rings are like, this is better. This is better. This is a better, this is bigger and better.
WBC.
The WBC. Derek Jeter, who's, again, they're there to, promote it and talk about it. This is what he said.
Passion's been unbelievable, and we've heard a lot of players say bigger than a World Series. Bigger than a World Series, Derek Jeter?
I think the people that said it's bigger than the World Series never played in the World Series.
But they have. Aaron Judge said it. He's played in a World Series, didn't win one. Kike Hernandez has 3 rings, and he's like, this is way better, way bigger.
I disagree. I just don't. What's the argument that it's bigger than a World Series
for their country? That's what.
I think
for their countries it is.
I think it's
than
more
winning a World Series.
I think I can see why for some of these players, especially players from Venezuela and the Dominican Republic, it's so incredibly fun to get to play with your guys, because after you're in juniors, you're split up, you're playing against them. This is your
teams.
one chance to get to play with all your guys. I'm sure it's incredibly fun, but no reasonable person can say that working through a 162 game season, multiple rounds of the playoffs, and then beating the best of the best professionally over, a 7-month year.
What do you mean no reasonable person? You're having reasonable people that have won World Series. They're like, this is better.
But so an 8-game tournament is better than winning a 180 game grind.
Again, guys that have won it are saying it. It's not me saying it.
Would they say, should the baseball season just be an 8-game tournament? Would that be better?
No.
I just don't. It seems weird.
I think it's pretty.
Someone would try to make that argument. More fun, maybe.
I am speaking out of my ass here, but because I don't know. But I would assume a Premier League is a long season. There's a championship afterwards, but the World Cup is.
They just play the season.
They just play the season.
There's no playoffs.
I was trying to say the World Cup is going to be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it is.
That's a month.
That's still much more monumental than your regular season that you were there for 8 months.
That's a fair argument, Paulie. It's a fair argument.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting. But again, you got John Smoltz is crushing baseball the whole time, praying for guys to get Tommy John. Again, let's get the best voices, the loudest voices that are does not all have to be positive.
This is
all the
fair.
time,
it's much harder to win a World Series.
Oh, yeah.
Better is just a matter of an opinion. Correct. I guess, it's much more difficult and challenging to win a World Series.
Yeah.
All right, finally, a little do this.
DD mega doo-doo.
How about the marketing genius of one Fernando Tatis Jr.?
Pretty smart.
So last week, he was sitting down for one of his WBC press conferences, and you probably noticed that they put drinks on the tables because people, companies have paid those companies to put those drinks out there because they end up in a lot of the TV
that's
shots.
Not by mistake.
That's not an accident. Oh, no, let's just randomly put a Pepsi on the table. Well, at the WBC, the random drink of choice is this green tea. You might have seen it at Japanese restaurants before. If you order a green tea, it comes in the green bottle. It's called Oi Ochi from a company in Japan that makes it. The marketer, though, for that, I didn't realize this. Shohei Ohtani is one of his many endorsements, but Fernando Tatis, other players grabbed it, pulled it off the table like they didn't want to be, because they had other drink brands. They didn't want to be seen with a Fernando looked at it, picks it up, and goes, nice, kind of looks at the camera and gets
some fun with it.
Call me. I kind of like this stuff.
Genius.
And guess what? A week later, I was looking on my Instagram yesterday, and an official post here from Fernando Tatis Jr. on Instagram. The audio is not great. The caption is, thank you to Ito N for reaching out, and here we are. It's really good. Oishi, I love Japan, and green tea. This thing already has almost 200,000 likes, 27,000 shares, 3,000 reposts, and 7,000 comments on one post about green tea by Fernando Tatis Jr. And I love this headline. Fernando Tatis Jr. lines his pockets at Shohei Ohtani's expense with clever PR stunts from Newsbreak.
I'm sure it's not taking a nickel out of Shohei's kick.
It's a fun headline.
I saw
He'll be fine.
Because in the first clip last week, Juan Soto was the one that was pulling him down off the table because he's got to deal with whoever or whatever. And he commented on Fernando's post and just said, "You're welcome," with the crying, laughing emojis.
So good.
Either like or you don't like green tea. I like green tea.
I like it too.
It's kind of like grass.
I like it. I can drink it. I want to integrate more of it. I just forget that it exists, but I really enjoy it. That's really, really good. I'm trying to think of anything I can, like, I'm wearing Viore right now. Call me. Right? Show my ass. Call me, Viore.
Give him a call.
Be happy to help you out.
And that is don't and do this for a Wednesday.
That was Don't Do This with Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
All right, when we come back, we can talk some Padres. They had an interesting game yesterday. German Marquez maybe back in the mix. Not that he was ever out after a solid performance. We'll talk about it coming up next on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
But first, gang, let me tell you about Truck Month going on at Sedano Ford and Lincoln right now. Of course, going bigger and better than ever before to celebrate the hardest working trucks on the road. They've put together incredible limited time deals on all of your favorite Ford trucks. See a lot still, man. New ones in the neighborhood. Ford trucks, they speak for themselves. You guys, you know. You know the Blue Oval, what they offer for you. Right now, my friends over at Sedano Ford and Lincoln are offering the power of 3 with 0% financing, 0 do-it signing, 0 payments for a full 90 days. That is 0% APR, 0 do-it signing, no payments for 90 days. This March, also, perfect time to drive the future in the all-electric Ford Mustang Mach-E Select, just $399 a month. Sedano Ford and Lincoln making premium luxury more affordable than ever. Lease a beautiful new Lincoln Corsair plug-in hybrid, just $417 a month. And remember, these exclusive offers only available right here at your local veteran-owned Sedano Ford and Lincoln in La Mesa. Let them know Woodsy sent you down there. They'll roll out the red carpet for you. All the details that you need can be found at sedanoford.com. He just here. I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Not that now.
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
It's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
Oh, that is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Sam Levitt will join us in an hour. All guests on Men of Woods appear on the SDCCU fan hotline. It's not big bank banking. It is better. And you might be surprised to learn, I just saw this, there are still tickets remaining for Padres opening day next Thursday as they welcome the Tigers to Petco Park. Limited tickets available at padres.com/tickets. I don't think there's a lot, but they wanted to let you know there are a few still left for opening day.
I will be there.
I will be there.
No, you're
working.
Yeah,
I will be there fanning.
You'll be in the
Press
be at the
box.
Marriott.
Will you actually be inside of Petco
No,
Park
during
at
the
any
game.
point?
We don't have any TV from 1 to 4.
Oh,
So
okay.
during the game, I'll
You go
be
to
at
the press
game.
box.
And then after the game, I will be back. Before the game, after the game, I'll be at the Marriott.
Okay.
During the game, I will be in the press box next week.
Enjoy yourself up there with the elites.
Who will be joining us
You and
at
Ken
Petco
Rosenthal.
Park
Yeah.
on the 26-man roster?
You and Ken Rosenthal.
That question is going to have to be answered soon, and we had some interesting developments yesterday as the Padres took on the Mariners. We will talk about that right after a check of traffic on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com. Here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Still going to find crews on scene helping to sop up some diesel fuel in the roadway. Southbound side of the 805 before Telegraph Canyon. Left over from an earlier crash. 2 right lanes are blocked. Northbound side of the 805 before La Jolla Village Drive. Collision being moved over to the right shoulder. You know how I love a ladder in lanes. Eastbound 54 before Rail Drive. Right there in middle lanes. Watch out for it. And reports of a stall in middle lanes on northbound 125 right around Hamishaw. San Diego drivers keep moving with Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Their expert technicians help keep your vehicle and everyone in it safe and road ready. Stay in your car, no appointment needed. Save at SoCalOilChange.com. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, a 15-minute drive-through oil change. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
I do think the story of the spring training game yesterday was German Marquez. And if you just looked at his line, you go, 5 innings, 3 runs, whatever. But if you then dive into the performance a little bit more, and I was watching it, Jesse and Tony had the game on Padres.tv. He was sharp. He was hitting his spots. He struck out 9. I don't think anyone struck out that many in a Padres spring training game at all this season against, decent Mariners team. They don't have everybody, but they had a Rosarena, Luke Raley, Brendan Donovan. I mean, they had some good players in their lineup, and he was getting it past them. And I gave up a couple of solo home runs. The one in the first inning to Luke Raley, opposite field shot. Don't think that's a home run on a regular day in a major league park, but it was a hot day. Ball was carrying at the Peoria Sports Complex. So I think all in all, a really outstanding effort by German Marquez, and one that he needed very badly after struggling in his last couple of appearances. He talked after the game, Woods, adjustments he had made with Ruben Niebla. I mean, staying behind the ball, the things that pitchers talk about that I don't really know what it means entirely. But he said, good work with Ruben that was paying off. And now, they're looking for potentially a fifth starter, a fourth and fifth.
Yep.
Could be Walker Buehler and German Marquez as part of the starting rotation, at least to start the season.
I mean, it would be spectacular if he could figure out a way to give you 5 innings and keep you in a ball game every time out as the fourth or fifth starter. And that's the same. That's the same for Walker Buehler. Hell, it's the same for Michael King and Nick Pivetta at this point, until we see what we have and how everyone's feeling and how healthy they come out of camp and ready to go. That's just standard in baseball. Can you get us 5 innings and keep us in a ball game every night and let us get a lead, and we'll turn it over to the fellas down in the super pen or the turbo pen or whatever you want to call it. That's exactly what we're looking for. I thought Matt Waldron also. He picked up the win yesterday, but pitched really well. Gave up 2 hits, 1 earned run, struck out a couple. But good to see him back on the mound, and he makes it interesting too.
His velocity is clearly up.
Yeah.
Like significantly. 4 miles an hour, like on the sinker, and, across the board, he is throwing harder. Part of his offseason program was to try to add some velocity. It's worked. Now, that doesn't automatically make you a better pitcher or more effective against big league batters, but it certainly doesn't hurt. If you're throwing a sinker at 89 and now all of a sudden it's coming in at 94, that's a different pitch.
Different. Yep.
And he could be a different pitcher this year. And while he won't be ready to start at the beginning of the season, Craig Stammen says, he absolutely is in the mix to be a pitcher for the Padres this season. Now, he does not have any options remaining, I believe. So he's going to have to, after his stint on the IL, either be called up or placed on waivers, and that could be dangerous. You might lose him because he's shown some good stuff here in his last year of eligibility. But Matt Waldron is another intriguing option. Adrian Morejon then pitched the 8th inning.
That's what blew me away yesterday.
Well, he gave up 3 hits and a run. He also was throwing nasty stuff. 101. I mean,
nasty, dude.
I saw a couple of calls. Extend him.
I didn't know he had that in the tank.
Extend him. Right now.
Seems like the Padres have unlocked the key to adding a little velocity.
Yes.
Whatever Ruben's telling them in the offseason to work on, it's working.
It's working for damn near everyone. Logan Gillespie.
Point Loma biomechanical lab is helping. Whatever it is, but they've unlocked in several guys extra velocity this offseason, which is really, really good. David Morgan pitched the 9th as well. I don't know if that's on purpose, a preview, getting him some late innings, but another part of the Padres bullpen equation. Meanwhile, offensively yesterday, the Padres also took advantage of the weather, but I'll tell you what, Gavin Sheets' home run would have been out of any ballpark, anywhere, ever. Nearly left the entire stadium off of Luis Castillo in the 2nd inning. He pulled it down the line. Thing was almost to the actual Padres complex. It hit like that beer stand that is the last thing before you get to the fence at the end of the stadium in the parking lot. If you've ever been to the Peoria Sports Complex, absolutely annihilated that ball. And then Xander Bogaerts came up and hit the batter's eye in center field to make it back-to-back. Those were the only 2 runs the Padres scored against Castillo. But then late in the game, they started launching home runs again with Nick Castellanos off Andres Munoz. You mentioned it earlier. Legit all-star relief pitcher.
It's double-A kid, That's Andres Munoz.
And then they brought in the double-A kids, and you had more home runs, including
Ty France,
who is still battling for perhaps a roster spot, maybe the 26th spot on the roster. Hit his first home run of the spring. He continues to impress offensively, hitting .325 with an .872 OPS this spring. Rodolfo Duran, who's the other catcher remaining in camp that's not Luis Camposano or Freddie Fermin, hit his 2nd home run of the spring. And Jace Bowen had a very good camp, 4th home run.
Yeah.
He is, I don't think there's a spot for him on the team, but man, he has had a really nice spring training for the San Diego Padres as well. He's got an OPS of 1,000.
1,000
this spring.
What's his position?
He's just outfielder. He can play all 3, I think, outfield spots. I mean, valuable guy to have in your minor league system. So all in all, pretty good day for the San Diego Padres yesterday as we get down to the nitty-gritty with day off today and then just 5 more spring training days left after that.
Can't wait to see who makes it. Can't wait to see who makes it. And again, it's not like you're locked in for 162. There's going to be a lot of moves, a lot of moving parts, a lot of manipulation, I think, to try to maybe not expose some guys to waivers and things like that, Benny. But I don't envy their position of trying to figure out who's it going to be and how to keep some of the arms that you may need.
How about Freddie Fermin? He only had a single yesterday, 1 for 3. Still hitting 433.
Yeah, he's been great.
452 OBP, 733 slug this spring.
How's that for a nine-hole hitter? Would be fantastic. A guy that can catch 4 or 5 games a week or whatever.
I was just gonna say, can he play 162?
Right, he can't.
Because
cannot.
That's okay.
It ain't gone well for Campy.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't. Catching has been good, as we talked about the defense. They wanted him to focus on that. He did. You need a backup catcher, and I think it would be. It's pretty tough to look around the league and be like, not only do they have one really good catcher, they've got 2 that can also hit and mash. There's very few teams that have that luxury. If Campy can do the job defensively and keep guys like Walker Buehler, in the zone and getting through games, and Herman Marquez, then that's kind of what you need from him.
Jake Cronenworth batted leadoff again yesterday, got on base 2 out of the 3 times with a hit and a walk. We've seen him up there several times this spring. I think Jackson Merrill was batting leadoff Monday. Now, remember, with Fernando Tatis Jr. not there, you're going to get a lot more opportunities in that leadoff spot. But it's not a coincidence that Jake Cronenworth has been up there at least half dozen times, I think, this spring in Craig Stammen's lineups. That seems like something they're very much considering for this season.
Manny and Nando played it really smart. Coming in the off day. They got the off day today. They're like, yeah, we'll be there. And then we get the day off. And then they're back in action, tomorrow?
Yeah, they were eliminated on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
So Monday to Tuesday are kind of the travel days. And then they're fully, and then Wednesday's the day off.
Wednesday's the day off? I'll see you guys Thursday.
They're probably going to have to show up on Thursday, though.
Yes.
The excuse is, you can buy those extra days. But once Thursday's there, Greg Stammen's like, okay, we want to see you, bright and early on Thursday morning. Last 5 days, we've all been here. You can, we know you're do it.
We know you're sad. We know you're sad. We're sympathetic to it. We need to get you in here. Back to work, focused on the season.
I mean, you missed the fun of the bagpiper yesterday.
Yeah, they had a bagpiper.
They had a bagpiper out as the Padres were doing sprints out in the field.
I love it.
I mean, you think the WBC is fun. Wait until you see. Have you seen our bagpiper that we have during morning workouts at the Peoria Sports Complex?
I think that is such a good bit. Yeah.
This is really the audio of the bagpiper in Peoria.
There's Nick Castellanos stretching.
He's like, what in the world?
I'd be afraid if I was the bagpiper of Nick Castellanos murdering me.
Me and you both. Walking up and like squeezing it real tight or something. Yeah.
All the air out of that
slashing
thing.
a hole in it.
Pipe.
All right, so he just walks away. He's like, that's enough. I've had enough.
You're done.
Won't surprise me if one of my children picks up the bagpipes just to make me insane. My guess is it's probably going to be
You need
Taylor.
to learn an instrument.
I know what I
we'll
can
let you pick.
Yeah.
I know what I can get them for Christmas.
You already have the drum set, right?
We have a drum set.
Yeah.
Yep. The guitars galore. Can you imagine?
It won't sound that good, I promise you.
I'm in my room. I'm like, enough.
Yeah. Bagpipes are Scottish, right? Not Irish. We're kind of missing the mark on St. Patrick's Day, Michael asks.
They are Scottish. I just
totally different country.
What should they have played?
I don't know. A fife or
like a little.
Not sure.
Really good point.
Interesting.
Broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how. 2 more hours to go. Take on Wood. Spring training Sammy all ahead. Don't go anywhere. More fun on the way on 97.3 The Fan.
Oh, yeah. We are halfway home on a Wednesday. Ben and Woods, 97.3 The Fan. Thanks for being here, talking a lot of baseball this morning and talking about, Team Venezuela last night winning the World Baseball Classic. I think it's a massive story. I'm very happy for those guys. You saw the tears of joy, the exuberance, after that win. I just had the hugest drink of this, and it bubbled up on me. I do apologize.
You need a moment?
I know, I'm good.
You
I'm
good?
fine now.
You know who I felt for yesterday? Herman Marquez is Venezuelan and would have loved to have pitched in the WBC. He missed the last one because of his Tommy John surgery. And then this one, obviously, he said he signed late with the Padres and he needed to try to make a team. And it wasn't going to be through the WBC, whether he wasn't even maybe going to pitch if he wasn't good. So he had to stay with the Padres. But he was asked about it by Sammy after the game yesterday. And you could kind of see the tinge of like pain of not getting to be there and missing out. And now, obviously I'm sure he's very happy for his countrymen and friends that won it all, but I'm sure there's also a bit of disappointment that he didn't get to share in it personally one of the best Venezuelan pitchers of the last decade. Sure. He was really good for the Colorado Rockies for several years, pitching in the toughest environment possible and being pretty effective while doing so. And then unfortunately the last few years have been rough for him and he didn't really get to enjoy the fruits of his labors in the WBC.
Yeah, Freddie Fermin and Bradley Rodriguez as well are also Venezuelan. Yeah, it's cool for them, but it's like, all right, next time. Like next time I'm in there. I'm going.
Got to figure Salvi's done after.
Yeah, for sure. He may be the skipper.
Maybe, yeah.
No, I felt good for him.
I love that guy. He's just one of those.
Loved his catcher's gear.
How could you not like Salvador Perez?
Yeah, he's great. Catcher's gear was insane. It was awesome. I'm Woodsy. That's Paul Reindl. He's executive producer, and Ben Higgins is your friendly neighborhood sports anchor. Well, today is Awkward Moments Day. We celebrate.
No one does those better than us.
No, you just call them moments. I think at this point after 8 years. But today is also National Sloppy Joe Day. We had a little mini discussion about Sloppy Joes before the program. And I'm surprised to learn that one Paul Reindl is not a fan of the Sloppy Joe.
See, you would be less surprised if I said Sloppy Joes just aren't fancy enough for me.
Yeah, it would be way less surprised.
I love Sloppy Joes.
I love Sloppy Joes too. Now that surprises me as much as him not liking it.
Yeah.
Sloppy Joe.
Never been a fan.
What is your logic?
Well, I never had, my mom never made them. Really? They were not in the repertoire.
Okay.
Only had them at friends' houses if you're staying over for dinner.
Okay.
I do think that's a weird thing to try at somebody else's house. Like somebody else is cooking. It's always going to taste different.
Correct.
It tastes I haven't had one in probably 35, I don't know, 25 to 30, 30 years. It's been a long time. I was probably 7 or 8 years old last time I had a Sloppy Joe at my friend Clayton's house. And it's just a hamburger bun with mushy, hot,
loose
felt
meat.
like vomit going. It was like a texture thing. And I go, this is disgusting.
It's like spaghetti sauce on a sandwich.
It's like a meat sauce on a sandwich.
Spaghetti sauce on a sandwich, which maybe a little sweeter,
which is fantastic.
But it didn't taste differently anywhere because growing up, at least,
then I guess I just don't like them.
Everyone used the same can, which is the slightly, now that you think about it, sexist. Ring the misogyny bell.
Manwich.
Manwich.
What about woman? Woman.
It's not just for men. Women are allowed to enjoy
human witch.
Sloppy Joes as well. Manwich.
Manwich. They should call it fartwich because when I eat them, that's what happens. They're really good.
And that's how little we thought about things back in the day.
Yeah,
that would never fly today. We're starting a new company of sauces to make Sloppy Joes. We're going to call it Manwich. That's not going to even make it out of the first meeting at the company.
What is Sloppy Joe? What was their tagline? Do you remember? Eats like a meal or something?
That's Chunky Soup.
Okay,
is the soup that eats like a meal, because I kept thinking about the same thing, but I was trying to remember what was Manwich's slogan.
I love
But they had ads all the time for it on TV. All the time. A sandwich is a sandwich, but a manwich is a meal.
There it is.
Was their slogan.
A manwich is a meal. My problem with them is that The gas is one.
There's a picture on the YouTube stream, man. It looks disgusting.
It looks so effing good to me.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
There's nothing to mess it up. It was, for someone who likes plain
elite.
sandwiches, you knew what was on there. It was just the sauce and the meat and the bun.
Like all my life, everyone has spoken about sloppy joes with reverence.
Hold on.
And I'm just like,
Megan, your wife is saying it was in a can. The sauce.
You had to do your brown your own meat.
Brown your own meat.
Add the sauce.
then you pour the sauce in.
And then the sauce, and then you stir it up just like you do.
Reduce it a little bit, and you're good to go.
Just like you do with Prego or whatever you use. It's
like mayo. No, you don't put mayo on a sloppy Joe commendatory.
No.
Can we put him in timeout in the chat for that? You don't put mayo on a sloppy Joe.
Maybe I'll try it.
Really?
I love a sloppy Joe. I make mine with turkey. And I put the ground turkey, right?
A little healthier.
And I don't do the chopping of the onions and bell peppers. I just
slice the cheese. No cheese.
No cheese
No,
either.
It's just the sloppy Joe meat sauce on a bun. There's nothing else.
I take a big spoon, and I get a dollop of it on there. Just a dollop. But I put it on a King's Hawaiian bun. And as we've talked about, you could slap a turd between there. You're like, I can get it down. I can get it down because it's in between a King's. I can get it down. I'm not going to enjoy it, but this is more enjoyable. But you put a dollop on there. Here's the problem, though. When I do make them, I eat like 7 of those dollops.
Sliders.
So I'm having 14
That's a lot of bread.
Slices of bread.
You're eating a lot of bread.
It's so good. I may make them tonight since it's National Sloppy. My kids don't even really like them. And Hannah will
I was just going to ask, do adults eat sloppy joes
Hannah
that don't have kids?
She'll eat one. And that's it. And I don't even know if she will now, but she would before. I love sloppy.
I think it was
Joe.
a texture thing. It just looked gross,
looks like vomit,
and it tasted gross. Like just the mushy, saucy, tangy meat.
It's
sauce.
very tart. It's a very
I like that
tart,
tanginess.
tangy.
I like that tanginess.
It's so good.
Like I said, I haven't had one in 25 plus years, so I can't
mustard
accurately
would be good.
reflect on it.
I could go with a pickle slice.
Oh yeah,
that would probably be good. A little acidity.
I eat mine with just
make me throw up.
I just eat mine with plain Lay's next to it, plain Lay's, like just the potato chips.
I could put them on the sandwich. For
in a
crunch.
heartbeat.
That would work too.
In a heartbeat. I love them. I really do. So today is National Sloppy Joe Day. Enjoy yourself. Get sloppy with it. I think I might. I really think I might.
I've done saucy pulled pork sandwiches.
Yeah, it's different.
That's totally different.
Totally different.
They're in the same family.
Same family, but it's different. It's a different flavor.
Maybe I'll come over next time it's sloppy Joe.
No, it's not barbecue sauce.
No, it's not barbecue sauce.
Definitely different than barbecue saucy flavored, though.
Yeah, and it's not chili flavored either.
No, it's not spicy like chili.
Good. That's one of those things, though, Paulie. I kind of see your point in that if I make it, I'll eat it. If I went to your house or his house and you made it, I probably wouldn't eat it. There's certain things that I will not eat outside of my home. Tuna is one of them. If I went to Ben's house tomorrow and he said, I just made tuna, do you want a sandwich? I'd go, you're out of your mind.
And you'd be right to say no.
Correct.
But if you went to your grandma's house,
if
and she
he
made
offered
you
you
a tuna
turkey
salad sandwich, wouldn't you feel like, oh, that's nice, Grandma? You couldn't eat that?
So it's so hard for me. If I go to Jersey Mike's and I'm like, I'll take a tuna on wheat, it's hard for me because I think it's the scoop. When they scoop it, it makes me retch. Every time they and then they on the thing, it makes me retch.
I don't know. I love a good deli case. Like the tuna at Garden State Bagels is phenomenal. It just comes right and they make it fresh, but it's in the deli case. It's cold.
All right.
And they put a scoop on a bagel. What a great sandwich that is. Fantastic.
Yeah. I will just eat tuna at home. I really have to make my own tuna
I
for the most part.
I had the best tuna melt for lunch earlier this week.
You are such a pervert.
Might be the best tuna melt in San Diego. Blue water seafood. Like fresh tuna made into tuna salad on like sourdough, but they put a lot of butter. So it's like really crispy bread. And then the melted cheddar cheese, little tomato. Oh, that was such a good sandwich.
You're like taking the things that sound the most disgusting to me.
Hot
me
fish.
and my I don't like tuna. I've
fish
never liked
and
tuna
cheese,
sandwich.
yeah.
So you're talking about that, and now you're saying melted cheese and
hot fish and cold
and
tomatoes. Hot fish, cheese, and cold tomatoes.
Correct.
Amazing.
It was really good.
I'm glad I turned down that McMuffin.
Oh yeah, I
this
added
morning.
avocado.
I would have thrown up.
Absolutely, I added avocado.
Are you hungry now? Because you're fasting.
I can't talk about it. I've got 24 hours.
And you put an
before I can
avocado
eat.
on all of that?
Yes.
What a weirdo.
The fish is not hot.
Hot
The
tuna
sandwich
melt.
is hot,
Yeah,
but they
that's
don't
hot
heat
fish.
the fish up.
Mhm.
No, the fish remains.
How do you melt cheese on top of
It's
fish?
just a
The
broiler.
Fish?
It's just a couple seconds on the
Mhm.
broiler to melt it. The bread is warm and the cheese is melted, but the fish remains cold to room temperature on the sandwich.
Just the way it should be.
Again, I challenge you the next time you go to Poseidon or something, order the sea bass and ask them to melt a slice of Swiss on top of it. Or you guys have sharp cheddar? Yeah, I will do the mahi-mahi. Can you melt a piece of sharp cheddar on the top? They'll kick you out. They'll call the police and they'll kick you out. Fish and cheese do not mix. They don't. There's no planet that fish and cheese.
And yet a tuna melt is elite.
For
me and Elisa.
Serial killer
and
murderers.
bee's knees.
Very weird.
There's a lot of tuna melt fans in our chat.
You guys are all should be investigated by the FBI. I may get it tonight. I may do it tonight. Watch both of my kids go.
You have a recipe?
No, I just get the manwich.
Okay.
Manwich, turkey.
They still have manwich?
Oh, yeah.
It exists?
Oh, yeah.
You don't see the ads anymore.
Oh,
but-
yeah.
Google says introduced in 1969 to make sloppy joes by mixing with browned ground beef or turkey. It provides a sweet and savory, zesty flavor profile using tomato puree, vinegar, corn syrup, spices, and dried peppers, functioning as a quick shortcut to make filling for burgers or sandwiches.
Chris B says I have the worst food takes. Like what? That I don't want sharp cheddar cheese on my mahi-mahi.
I don't want sharp cheddar cheese on my mahi-mahi.
What if I put it between two pieces of bread? Would you then?
I would eat it, yes.
That's
Sandwich is
There you
different.
go.
The cheese is more on the bread than the fish.
Right.
It's all the same bite.
It works.
It's all in the same
Sorry,
bite.
it works.
I
knew
it.
my sloppy Joe take was like I was in the minority on that one. It's why I don't parade it around or
You
anything.
said you couldn't find good food in London. I wasn't in London. I was in Manchester. It's way different. The meal that I had in Manchester singularly was the worst meal on the history of the planet. And my friend Craig, who was with me, was like, dude, that looks like diarrhea on a piece of toast. I go, I know. It tastes like diarrhea too.
KJT reminds us that you hate the smell of bacon.
Yeah.
And Jackson says, and you love ambrosia salad.
Love
at
ambrosia salad. Delicious.
Thanksgiving.
Delicious.
Those are some of your bad food takes. according
KJD
to the
says
chat.
I put ranch on my pizza twice a year. Maybe I'll dip,
I love ranch,
but I don't do it all the time.
The bacon smell, the smell of bacon one from a couple of weeks ago. That's the one that
It's
got me.
it-
that drove me insane.
It's tough.
I had
dude.
people like reach out to me.
They're like, "Is he okay?"
He's lost his mind. That's
So-
like the universal greatest smell.
Mm.
Bacon, fresh in the morning.
No. It's rage inducing. It just smells. I don't know. There's maybe something happened to me when I was a kid. I don't know, but it makes me furious. So I had to buy pre-cooked bacon. She makes pre-cooked bacon.
That is
I don't
awful.
smell it.
That's just awful.
I know. Sorry, kids.
All right, let's throw out the phone numbers for Take on Woods. You got a chance to qualify for the trip to the Fontainebleau, Las Vegas coming up. It is music, movies, or TV trivia. We'll add a new music category today after yesterday's game. Call now, 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973, our 5-question musical trivia game coming up in just a moment. This hour on 97.3 The Fan is brought to you by GL Pools, the company trusted by thousands of San Diegans to keep their pools sparkling, swim ready, and expertly maintained. Call GL Pools now and say radio for a free month of service. We'll check traffic, and then we'll come back with more Ben and Woods, play our game of Take on Woods coming up next on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. First, though, a lot of people think retirement planning is just about numbers, but it's not just the math. It's lifestyle, timing, healthcare, peace of mind, and more. That's why Trajan Wealth makes and takes a different approach. TRAJAN Wealth.com. Their fiduciary advisors build retirement strategies based on realistic options that align with your goals and circumstances, not generic formulas. Whether retirement is still decades away or right around the corner, having a clear plan can make all the difference. Trajan Wealth, right here with offices in San Diego, Carlsbad, and Del Mar. David was texting me yesterday. He was on his way down to their Liberty Station office. He can help you like he helped me. If you've been wondering whether your plan truly fits your life, get that second look. Call 619-367-0207. Again, 619-367-0207, or explore your options at trajanwealth.com. That's trajanwealth.com. Trajan Wealth. Plan smarter. Dream bigger. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC. SEC registered investment advisor. Client paid advertisement. Additional disclosures at trajanwealth.com.
Hey player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? This spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Got Spring Training Sammy coming up in 10 minutes on our SDCCU fan hotline. It's not Big Bang Banking. It is better. Who is it that has come over to my dark side and is sleeping on top of the covers now?
Carlos in the chat says, man, I've been sleeping on top of the covers like you, Ben, and it's elite.
If the house is warm, and it's been warm the last couple of nights.
It has been warm, my God.
There's no need to just put yourself into an oven underneath covers
you do
as
it
well.
when it's not warm also.
It could be 90 degrees in my house. I would still, I need like a
sheet at
thin
least.
something. Like I can't fall asleep without something.
It's pointless for a thin something. No, if it gets really cold, yes, I can put a blanket on top of myself if I'm
Why not
freezing.
just get under the covers?
Just get under the covers
That's
in your
what they're
bed.
there for. Why do you even have covers on your bed?
He's like, I
got
got
a comforter.
Yeah,
I mean,
why don't
I'm
you
on
sleep
top
on a
of
mat?
it.
Why don't you just sleep on the
why do
fart
you have
cover?
a comforter?
Because, it's first of all, it's comfortable to lay on. It's like an extra soft layer. And then if it did happen to get surprisingly cold in the night, I could then use it to like wrap over myself to warm up for a little while and then back out under.
You could have saved a lot of money on duvets and down comforters
Just get
and all that.
a mattress topper, put it under the sheets.
Yep. And
on
then
top of the bed, and then you're fine.
Fold
I love
the blanket.
pillows. I will have 3, sometimes 4 pillows.
Look at you.
I like to have them between my legs.
I do too.
sometimes.
I like to
have a
one.
body pillow.
Yeah,
Yep.
body pillow side.
What are we,
2 pillows in
100
my
years
head.
old?
Lots of pillows.
Does it not
Don't
hurt
need
your
the
knees?
sheets
It
and the
does.
covers.
When your bone on bone rubs
Yeah, I can't
together.
do
that.
Ooh.
I can't do it. I'll lay on my back or my stomach before that, but like I have a big body pillow. I have to have like between my knees.
I hate
when I'm
feeling
sleeping.
one leg touch the other leg.
Yeah, I
Really,
don't like it
any
either.
sense. I never like
I
my
don't even like it
legs
if my own
touching each
feet
other.
touch each other or
Yeah,
something. Like,
I
get
don't
away.
either.
Get away from there.
Yeah,
All right.
Ben's sleeping like he's Crocodile Dundee. That's exactly right. Yeah, could you just go lay down in a if
She
you had
is
to?
nice.
Could you go lay down in the
Field.
woods
Yeah, and
and
sleep.
just lean your head up against a rock? You would have been a great cowboy.
Probably.
He's like, this is hot. How long are we going to be out here? I don't know how to rope these things, but at night they're like, oh, this guy can fall asleep. Literally, his head's on a rock. No
Wake up
problem.
to coffee percolating on the
exactly.
fire.
And the gross smell of bacon. I get
I'll
it.
pass. Thank you. I'll take the bacon. All right, we got a contestant on the line. Let's get to today's game. It is time to take on Woods. Take on Woods brought to you by Bay Alarm, security and fire alarms for every business. We got you. What do we got today? We got Marcus. Are you there?
Good morning, guys.
Morning, Marcus. How you feeling?
Ready for my 10 answer question today.
Well, you get 5, and then he gets 5, and all you have to do is beat or tie him, and we got a pretty awesome grand prize this month. You'll be in the drawing for a 2-night stay at the Fountain Blue Las Vegas, $150 resort credit. March is here, the Fountain Blue, a place to catch every game, high-energy watch parties, expansive screens, great food and drinks, exclusive room rates, all at fountainbluelasvegas.com. And you get your choice, TV, movies, or music. Your TV choice is Alien Invasion, 5 shows about aliens living among us. Movies is Last Chance.
You're one of them, by the way.
Thank you. 5 movie titles that include the word last. And our new music category is Cry Me a River, 5 song titles that include the word cry. So TV, Alien Invasion, movies, Last Chance, or music, Cry Me a River. Marcus, the floor is yours.
Oh, I think I'll go with TV. I'm going to take a chance.
All right, TV. Haven't done this one in a while. Alien Invasion. Today's category, 5 TV shows about aliens living on the planet Earth. You'll have 60 seconds to answer as many of the 5 as you can. If you don't know one, say pass, because we can come back to it if there's still time left on the clock. First question's our 2-second TV theme song. Paulie will play you a short clip of a TV theme song. You need to name which alien show that is about. Marcus, are you ready to play?
Let's do it.
All right, let's put 60 seconds on the clock. The category is Alien Invasion. Your time begins when Paul plays our TV theme song. Good luck, Marcus. Let's take on Woods. John Lithgow starred in which NBC sitcom about the 4 members of the Solomon family who are actually aliens sent to live in suburban Ohio and observe life on Earth?
Something Third Rock from the Sun.
Correct. In 1978, Nanu Nanu became a popular catchphrase when a then unknown Robin Williams jump-started his career, starring opposite Wendy
Morgan
Williams.
Mindy.
Correct. One of the WB Network's biggest hits in the 2000s was which show about teenage Clark Kent growing up and learning about his powers and alien origin story?
Smallville.
Correct. Alan Tudyk is sent to destroy the human race, but after taking over the body of a Colorado doctor, starts empathizing with his new planet on which critically acclaimed sci-fi network series.
Ooh. Alan Tudyk.
Let's go back to the 2-second theme song. And the time is up. The song was for Alf. And the Alan Tudyk sci-fi series is Resident Alien. But 3 is a good TV score against Woods. That can often get it done. So stay on the line, Marcus. We'll see how Woods does. TV category today. Not your usual favorite. We'll see how you do. No category for you. 60 seconds on the clock. Start with the TV theme song. Good luck, Woods. Let's take on Marcus.
Pass.
John Lithgow starred in which NBC sitcom about the 4 members of the Solomon family who are actually aliens sent to live in suburban Ohio and observe life on Earth?
Can't remember the name. Pass.
In 1978, Nanu Nanu became a popular...
Mindy.
Correct. One of WB Network's biggest hits in the 2000s was which show about teenage Clark Kent growing up and learning about his powers and alien origins?
Smallville?
Correct. Alan Tudyk is sent to destroy the human race, but after taking over the body of a Colorado doctor, starts empathizing with his new planet on which critically acclaimed sci-fi network series?
Ben's Raw Tank.
Incorrect. Go back to our 2-second theme song.
No idea.
Any idea what the category is about?
Aliens or something?
John Lithgow starred in which NBC sitcom about the 4 members of the Solomon family who are actually aliens sent to live in suburban Ohio and observe life on Earth?
Paul's Tank.
And you lose 3-2.
Wow.
Congratulations, Marcus. You've done it. The Lithgow show is Third Rock from the Sun.
Damn it. Never watched
The
it.
TV theme song was Alf.
Alf.
And Resident Alien was the sci-fi series. That was the tough one. But congratulations, Marcus.
I loved Alf, by the way.
I loved Alf,
loved
too.
it. Written by a massive heroin addict, Jerry Stahl.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You should check out the movie Permanent Midnight.
Alf.
Actually,
If anyone
check out
doesn't,
the book.
if anyone doesn't remember, Paul, you're probably too young for Alf.
I'm aware of it.
Yes,
but yes,
big
yeah.
giant like puppet alien with big nose,
Yep.
furry.
Yep.
Lives with his family in suburbia.
It's amazing. It was an amazing
Always
show.
wants to eat their cat because he loves eating cats. From the planet Melmac.
Yeah.
He's basically an insult comedian.
Pretty
Alien.
much. And
It's like Don Rickles, but as an alien living with a
It's
suburban
like Triumph,
family.
the dog.
Yeah, Triumph. But the writing was spectacular. Spectacular. And this guy, Jerry Stahl, who ended up writing Permanent Midnight about his life being a drug addicted writer on Alf. Ben Stiller played him in a movie. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant movie, brilliant book.
Yes, Alf stood for alien life form.
That's right.
But his actual name was Gordon Shumway.
What do you mean his actual
His real name, his alien name, he's Gordon Shumway.
Gordon
Yeah.
Shumway.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just-
What
it
was the name of the category?
It was Alien Invasion.
Alien
Shows
Invasion.
about aliens
Boy, you-
living among us.
you
on
knew I'd
planet
crush
Earth.
that one,
I
didn't
knew
you?
that'd be a tough one for you. That's
All
why
right.
Marcus was so smart. Marcus, hang on the line. Paulie, I'll get your information.
What do you think about if you make categories, right? So television is now out
Until when?
this week, until the other 2 categories are gone.
But then we'll just be ending up with one category at some point.
Right. And then the next day, that person that calls gets stuck with, or, they call in on the day. Oh, it's music.
Do you hate losing that much? TV
No.
doesn't
Sounds
get
like changing
chosen
the
that
rules.
often. I like having
I
3
feel like
options
TV.
every day.
I feel like TV gets picked too much.
It's barely ever picked at all. Alien Invasion
Yeah.
has been sitting there for a week and a half.
Movies gets picked a lot.
Yeah,
It's not-
movies gets picked a lot, but you do well on movies.
Yeah, I do fine.
And you crush music still.
Yeah.
TV's a little different. It's
Yeah.
a chance for someone,
Yeah,
if,
for
they,
sure.
if
Hey,
they know.
you crush righties. Every once in a while, you're going to face
You
a
won the
lefty.
last TV. If I remember correctly, you won the last TV
think I did.
category too.
Yeah, I'm always trying to make the show better. Sue me. Always thinking.
I think
Okay.
this might be an ego
That's
thing.
what-
I'm not a sore loser. It's
I
not.
think
I
this
swear to
might
God.
be a bit of an ego
I
thing.
just hate.
Sound like a Dodger.
It's true. I do.
This is real Dodger behavior.
Yeah, this
Oh,
was
it's not
my
going
idea,
my way.
man.
I need to change the rules.
That's true.
All right, let's take a
I'll wear that
timeout.
one.
When we come back,
You got me.
we will.
I'm not going to Ken Rosenthal. Y'all wear it.
It's an off day in Peoria, but not for our Sam Levitt because he's going to join us and get us caught up on everything that happened yesterday. And then he can take the rest of the day off if he wants. Coming up next with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. GEGE 0000466. For a full list of games and rules, play at 7 Mile Casino. Visit 7milecasino.com.
Another chance for us to talk about 7 Mile Casino. I know our colleague Chris Ello is, I think, on the drive right now out to Peoria, Arizona, where he's going to pass one casino that's about 30, 40 minutes out, and then another one that's about an hour and 20 minutes out. And I always wonder why. If you want to play cards, why wouldn't you just go to 7 Mile Casino? It is so close.
Right there.
And it is the best one you're going to find. There's no reason to go anywhere else to play cards.
Maybe you don't want good food. Maybe you
That's
want.
possible.
Maybe you want to blast Winston's. Or
have them blasted in your face.
Have them blasted in your face. Maybe you like it. Maybe that's your
It's
thing.
fine. Yeah, you're not going to get that at 7
You
Mile.
don't want good food and you want cigarette smoke blown in your
You
face.
love the sound of the tinkling slot machines.
That's right. That's
then
right.
You're not going to get that at 7 Mile
You won't get it,
Casino.
but what you will get is Texas Hold'em, Pai Gow, Baccarat, and California style blackjack. You'll get delicious food, friendly dealers, a beautiful patio area, all of it, and the proximity to downtown is fantastic. Just 7 minutes away.
It's 24/7 options.
Yep.
So anytime you want to head down there, they are open. They are welcoming any time of the day. Don't forget the brunch on the weekends at Sammy's too. Award-winning, best in the South County. Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 7 Mile Casino, just 7 minutes from downtown.
He just here. I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Not that now.
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
It's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
Oh, that is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
LA Times taking some shots at the Padres this morning from Bill Shaken, saying that the fact that Mason Miller was only allowed to be used in a save situation with a lead is nonsense. Closer can't be used 3 times in 5 days with another week to ease into the regular season. Then he should stay home.
Wow, Bill. Maybe Will Smith shouldn't have a noodle arm and let that pinch runner steal. Maybe Will Smith shouldn't swing at a pitch that hit him in the leg like, a little leaguer does. Jeez, I don't know, man. I'm not going to put the blame on a guy that literally ripped his silver medal off from around his neck the second they put it on him. If you had asked Mason Miller, do you want to go? He would have said, are you out of your effing mind? Yes, Bill, I would like to go. Come on.
And again, Daniel Palencia was under the exact
same rules.
John, Team Venezuela.
Dodger fan John says, will Ben Higgins call out Miller like he did Scooble? For what?
He was there.
He was there. And Scooble was also there, but it's like, I'm not pitching.
He pitched many times.
Dodger fans they're very weird. For all the rings and money and success, they're very insecure.
He pitched many times.
If I had all that bling, I would be so secure. I'd be so happy.
I mean, should we call it Paul Skeens for not coming back in relief 2 days later? I mean, if he really cared about it. If this was as big as the World Series, then someone should have Yoshinobu Yamamoto the thing.
Yeah, there you go.
And started one day and came on in relief the next day, right?
Yeah.
That's what they said. This is bigger than the World Series.
Yeah, I'm putting my blame on the hitters that couldn't hit Eduardo Rodriguez. That's who I'm putting the blame on. All of those superstars, 1 through 9, that couldn't hit Eduardo Rodriguez and his changeup.
I think the Padres would be understandably nervous about just giving Mark DeRosa unfettered access to Mason Miller.
Especially Mark DeRosa.
Can you imagine AJ Preller watching as Mason Miller comes in the 7th, throws, 19 pitches to get out of a jam, and then they trot him back out in the eighth, and it's like 32 pitches, 37 pitches. Get him out of there. You have to put guardrails on the thing.
It's like he rented a Lamborghini for a couple of days, and he's like, I'm going to drive the F out of this thing because it ain't mine. Like, I don't have to deal with the repercussions.
He's a rental car. He's a rental car, and if you don't have someone protecting the rental car, then no one's going to do it. All right, we'll talk to Sammy Levitt about it. He is standing by. He will join us right after traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com. Here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Speed's getting back to normal South 805 before Telegraph Canyon Road. Crews have finished cleaning up that fuel spill left over from an early morning accident. That's South 805 before Telegraph Canyon. But northbound side of the 805, we've got some problems right at the 54 connector. Crashed over the right shoulder. Then another accident just up ahead before Plaza Boulevard. This one involves a motorcycle. Appears to be blocking the two left lanes. Northbound side of the 5, not much fun either. Out of the south, they got this collision in middle lanes right past E Street. Also traveling on South 163 at the 5, a collision over to the right shoulder. Northbound 15, an accident clearing at the 163, but a car fire in the North County northbound 15 at Camino del Norte has put the right lane blocked. San Diego drivers keep moving with Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Their expert technicians help keep the vehicle and everyone in it safe and road ready. Stay in your car, no appointment needed. Save at SoCalOilChange.com. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben & Wood, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
All of Spring Training Sammy's coverage presented by David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. Sammy, you're not at the complex. I don't know if you saw, were there protesters heading toward the Padres building to blame them for the loss of Team USA in the World Baseball Classic? Any hubbub going on?
I thought one of your commenters in the chat, I have it pulled up here, made a good point about would you blame Shohei Ohtani not pitching for Japan losing?
Yeah. I'd say that's a big, massive.
if we're gonna play that game, I found the tweet here and I pulled it up as you guys talked about it from Bill. It reads, I want to get the wording right here. You might have said it. How did the Padres sabotage USA?
Unbelievable, Bill.
Just seems ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
Now look, is Mason Miller sitting there saying, man, I wish I could have pitched in that ninth inning. Maybe we get it to the bottom half of the ninth inning tied.
I don't think there's any question they do. I don't think there's any question at all.
Here's the thing, and just from the Padres standpoint, this is one of your big guys. And it's not like the Padres were unique in being in this position where they're trying to protect guys that are really, really important to them.
Yep.
So many teams did it. Every team did it with their pitchers. Yep. And their big guy in this scenario just happened to be the guy in that spot in a tie game. If there are no guardrails, you're 100% putting in to get it to the bottom of the ninth inning tied. So it is what it is.
Sammy,
I mean, you know what? Those guys should have hit.
I find it hard to believe that, again, I said it earlier in the show. I find it hard to believe, actually, because it's Mark DeRosa, maybe I don't, that the scenario was presented to AJ, Craig, whoever, that said, all right, so we get, obviously we're the home team, so we get to the ninth and it's a 2-2 ball game and I need 3 outs. I can't go to Mason Miller. That's what you're telling me? You're telling me I can only go to, because Mason Miller, fine, we only want him to get a save. How about a win? How about a W? Can I get a W with Mason Miller by throwing him in the top, getting through those 3 guys, then we score 1, we win the whole thing? How about a W? Is that as good as an S next to it? I can't imagine that conversation was broached. I just can't.
I would feel like Craig Stam and AJ Pro. Yes, if it's top of the ninth inning and 1 inning, and it's
go
tied.
Get it.
Let him throw that.
Let him get the win.
Yeah, I can't imagine they'd say no to that.
It's insane. Sabotage. Yeah, it's crazy.
Bad planning. Speaking of the WBC, I thought.
Who knows? Maybe they didn't have that part of the conversation.
I bet you they didn't.
I agree with Woods. I don't think they did.
But again, I'll just go back to, like, from a Padres standpoint. Hey, putting guardrails on him, I get it. You made a big trade for this guy. He's a big part of your plans in 2026.
And he was fantastic in the tournament. So, like, he did his job.
I mean,
Hit the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I understand if USA fans are upset. Look, I'd understand if Mason's sitting there saying,
should have used
me. I'm ready to go. You should have used me. But who knows? I wasn't in the room. I don't even know that part of the conversation came up of if it's tied in the 9th inning, can we use him? So is what it is. Who knows where it all lies.
It's also telling as to how good Mason Miller is that no one seems to argue that Garrett Whitlock, who's a heck of a reliever, had any business being in that ball game.
Correct.
When Mason Miller is alive and on planet Earth. Sammy, speaking of the WBC, I thought your interview with German Marquez after he came off the field yesterday kind of tugged at my heartstrings that he didn't get to pitch for Venezuela and wasn't a part of that, and wishing his countrymen luck in the game. And obviously they went on to win, but a really solid performance, kind of getting him right back into the mix yesterday.
Yeah, he was much, much better. The command was in a totally different place than it was in his previous start. The results were a lot better. Was a fairly good lineup from the Mariners, so that was good to see him face some good hitters and get some guys out. And I'm with you. I think it certainly keeps him right in the conversation as far as joining this rotation. Obviously, the fact that he's on a major league contract, I think, does play a part in all this, and the fact that he would have to agree to a minor league assignment certainly could play a part in all this. Look, that's what we're going to be focused on, I think, the next week leading up into that opening day roster announcement and getting more clarity on what the pitching plans are going to be rotation-wise for this team first turn through the rotation. But I still would be kind of bullish on the idea that Marquez makes this team make starts early in the year, and certainly this was a much better showing than the last one out, Ben, where it just wasn't good. I mean, his command wasn't there. The results weren't good. He got hit. This one yesterday was much better. And to your point, he had plans to pitch for Team Venezuela in the WBC, had the Tommy John surgery. Sounds like that kind of threw him off for it, and his priorities changed to getting ready for a season with his new team. So he's a Venezuelan. Bradley Rodriguez also Venezuelan. So when we get back in the clubhouse tomorrow, I'll be sure to talk to those guys and get their reaction to their country winning the title, which certainly was very significant last night.
And Matt Waldron came in and had a nice 2 innings as well. Good to see him back. Obviously, he's going to be one of those guys, Sammy, they may have to try to pass through waivers. They could end up losing him. He has no options left. How has his kind of attitude been getting back on the mound?
Yeah, it's been good. Guys, he looks good. He's throwing harder. He looks good. And I know that there are people in the organization who feel like he looks really good. And I'm always intrigued by Matt Waldron, not just because of the knuckleball, but because we saw it for 2.5 months.
He did.
Okay. You don't just wake up and have that kind of success. And he's a very, very unique guy in the sense that he throws a lot harder than the typical knuckleballer. He has better stuff other than the knuckleball than the typical knuckleballer. And it always seems like he's still trying to figure out how exactly to use it and how to mix it in, and is kind of straddling that line between being a quote unquote knuckleballer and versus a guy who pitches and has a knuckleball. But the stuff looked good yesterday. I think the interesting part with Waldron, and I don't have full clarity on this, I might have more on it in the next couple of days once I get back to the complex, is can they put him on the IL to start the year, have him pitching rehab assignments? I quite honestly don't know how exactly that works when you're already pitching in Cactus League games. But to your point, he's out of options. I would assume he would be somebody very attractive on waivers to another team. I'd be afraid of losing him. I would. So I don't quite have that answer yet as to, like, can they put him, like, can he start the year on the IL and you're having him an extended spring and making rehab starts considering he missed time? Because, like, let me give you another example. And again, I'm kind of talking out of turn here because I need to ask, a front office member about this. I thought about it last night. Like a Sun Moon Song, like he could get into games before we get out of here, but it's looking more and more like he's not going to be on the opening day roster based on the injury status. So I've got to get more information on that, and maybe somebody will reach out to me while I'm saying this. But the Waldron situation is interesting because if I'm the Padres, he's somebody I really don't want to lose.
I don't know the writing of the rule. I'm pretty sure that if you are still rehabbing from an injury, they can start the season with you on the IL. I mean, Joe Musgrove may throw in the next few days, and he's definitely going to start on the IL. And now they're not going to lose him. Obviously, they have him signed to a long-term contract. But same with Sung-Won Song. I think they can IL him and continue to rehab in the minors. There is a limit to it for sure.
Right.
But
that's the impression that I got yesterday in a conversation. I just don't want to say it for sure because I don't know how the rule is written, but you're right. There are some other examples beyond Waldron where you're like, okay, that would make sense. That guy's going to start on the IL. And look, Matt missed a month, essentially. He went a month between Cactus League appearances and at most is going to pitch one more time. I will tell you this. They view him as a starter. This is not going to be a situation where, he's built up to 2 innings as of yesterday. So maybe he gets up to 3. And they throw him in the bullpen at the start of the year. From what I understand, they want him to be a starting pitcher. So I would assume if they can, that would mean you IL him and allow him to build up during that process.
I think the Padres do have 10 major league starters. Now, are they all guys that you're going to count on every single time? But, the top 4, and then Walker Buehler, J.P. Sears, Herman Marquez, Matt Waldron. You've got
Kyle Hart.
Kyle Hart could be a starter as well. 9 or 10 guys. And, they say you need like 13. Griffin Canning is the one that I was forgetting. That gets me to 10 right there. Guys who could be starters for the Padres at some point this season. That's actually decent depth. Now, is everybody going to be like, they're all going to have 2.5 ERAs? No.
Right.
No, you're going to have guys who have 3.5, 4.5, 5 ERAs, but you need arms and you need innings. And at this point, I think the Padres going to be able to cover them. One more thing, Sammy. There were some goings on the minor league side during the game yesterday. We haven't talked about it yet, but a couple of updates on Sears and Jason Adam.
Yeah, Jason Adam threw in that minor league game. I know Sears threw as well. I did not see it, so I don't have a ton of info on it, but I know they both threw, and from everything I heard, came out of it well. So, but to your point, just on the quantity of starting pitchers, and I think J.P. Sears is kind of like a perfect example of this. And I think this is something, especially this spring, we've had to grapple with, is the fact that we make a big deal out of the opening day roster, and the reality is, especially when you're talking about the starting pitching, you're going to probably need all these guys. Like J.P. Sears, in all likelihood, will start the year in the minor leagues. I don't think any of us will be surprised if J.P. Sears makes a pretty good amount of starts for the Padres this season based on just typically what you need throughout a year. So all these guys are going to be probably somewhat important at different times of the year. And again, to your point, Ben, like the effectiveness, you don't know. But is there an argument to be had that, hey, at least you have a number of guys that you feel like could give you a chance to win? Like a Matt Waldron, like a J.P. Sears, if he's on a good day. I do think that's a good thing to have. But yeah, Sears threw on the backfield yesterday in that game, and Adam did as well. And I'll just make one more point on Adam. I know we're coming up against it. Adam still hasn't appeared in a Cactus League game, and we're a week away from opening day. So take that as you will. I think he feels great, but certainly seems to me like he's not going to be in the bullpen on opening day based on the current schedule.
And the Padres bullpen will be just fine for a few days.
They'll be just fine, and that's fine. And they can do. Yeah. And by the way, it opens up another spot if you want to take a Gillespie, a Hard, somebody that's at options, a Marinaccio,
Jacob. Yeah, they're coming back to today too. Yeah.
It's not the worst thing in the world. It isn't, and they'll be fine without Adam for a little bit.
Sammy, appreciate it. Enjoy the last off day. At this point, you're probably like, could we just work today and end the day early? Do we have to take an off day now?
No, I'm going to enjoy it. I got to make my scorebook today. That's my mission today.
Sammy Levitt, presented by David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, getting near the end of his stay in Peoria. We will come back. Paulie's got some Reindl Report headlines and more. Final hour next of Ben Woods on The Fan. No blizzards in San Diego right now. It's very hot.
How to beat the heat, San Diego. Try an iced coffee.
Cool thing.
Instead of a hot coffee. Try some shade. Use a fan. Put on your air conditioning. Drink lots of water. Hydrate. Sunscreen. That's how you beat the heat. You're not going to hear that information anywhere else, but right here on Ben and Woods 97.3 The Fan.
Proprietary.
I was texting with some friends on the East Coast. Like the whole eastern seaboard is dealing with crazy storms, like tornado warnings in places that you don't typically expect. And they're like, yeah, we may not have school tomorrow. Their teachers may not have school tomorrow because they got a tornado warning.
Yeah.
And
you're like,
blah,
cool,
blah,
it's 87 here.
Bro, it's 92 degrees. Like I got the air conditioning on. They're doing literal like how to beat the heat news stories on TV. It's
still snowing some places, but not here.
It's crazy.
Remember, anytime you close the blinds to keep the sun out, you owe us $1 in royalties.
That's right.
Because we gave you that information.
Beat the heat. Yes, close the blinds. Keep your house a little cool. Try to keep your house a little cooler. Okay? Watch out for pets and loved ones, the elderly. Make sure they're dialed
fill
in.
their bowls with water. Pets too.
Oh no. Joke at the elderly's expense.
Sorry. I can do that now that I am elderly.
That's true. We are. I get those.
Remember, you can always make jokes about your own demographic.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We are now elderly, so we can make jokes about the elderly.
That's true. That's true.
We've got Reindl Report. Paulie, if you would.
And get things started here with our today's edition of the Reindl Report.
Now tuned into the greatest.
Welcome to the Reindl Report with Paul Reindl.
Hi, Paul.
All right.
2 stories from the world of sports that we haven't gotten to yet.
We'll start off in Major League Baseball.
And 1 story that you didn't know you needed.
Are you laughing, biatch?
It's the Reindl Report.
Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Okay, how are you?
On 97.3 The Fan.
Are you ready to bless the mood? I need some help, please.
That was good.
Can I get a yeah? Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right. Happy whatever day. Wednesday, gentlemen. Got some big news for everybody. I got a new baseball podcast coming out for you guys to potentially check out.
There's no way because we've run out of punny baseball names for podcasts.
But we haven't run out of obnoxious former baseball players.
I think we're talking about 2 different things.
We might be.
Who are you talking about?
Nick Swisher.
Is that the one?
Nick Swisher and Chris Young?
Yes, that's the one I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yep. He's one of the
not Chris
rotating.
Young, the GM of the
No.
the other Chris Young.
The other Chris Young. So I'm actually looking forward to at least giving this podcast a chance because of CC Sabathia.
Is he going to be jumping on?
He's on one of the rotating.
Okay.
Nick Swisher, Chris Young, and CC are going to be rotating co-hosts or whatever. But the podcast comes from Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson.
Yeah, it's
who
part
do
of their
all the smoke.
Yeah.
That's
great.
That's one of the best podcasts on the planet.
It's so
they are
good.
So good. It's not, it's culture, it's music, movies, it's everything. They are 2 former NBA guys.
They're awesome.
But they are
Filterless.
so good. So it's all the smoke. Their production company, Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, they are launching a new baseball podcast. It's going to be called ATS, all the smoke, ATS Dugout. And Matt Barnes, I believe, is going to be the one. Yeah, Barnes is going to be the main host. And then he will have a rotating cast, which includes Chris Young, Nick Swisher, and then CC, who is like one of Matt Barnes' best friends. They grew up together. And I go, all right, if CC Sabathia is a regular guest, I'm in. I love what they do with the All the Smoke podcast. I at least will give this one a chance.
Can I do my Nick Swisher? Here's Nick Swisher meeting Ben Higgins.
I don't really know
time.
anything about Nick Swisher.
Hey, man. How are you, buddy? How you doing, bud? Good to see you, man. How are you? You good? Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Nick.
He's a high
that's
energy.
Assault in most
That
states.
was Nick Swisher saying hello to Ben Higgins for the very first time ever.
Does he live out here now?
I don't know. He's a madman. Madman.
I don't know
To
much
where,
about
like,
Nick Swisher.
if you were in the clubhouse with him, you'd be like,
He's a lot.
Oh my God, dude.
And I really couldn't tell you like anything about Chris Young. Never
he's
heard
great.
Arizona
never heard him speak.
Diamondbacks.
Oh, he's great.
Outfielder. Chris
He's good.
Young.
I've seen him
He's
do
done, like, some
commentary.
media.
He's good.
He's good.
Yeah, he's real good. But Swisher, holy crap, dude.
Well, maybe skip that episode.
Fine.
You're gonna
Maybe I get it for the content because it could be great content. Hey, buddy, Try the brewed decaf that they serve now.
Says here they're gonna
I'm a pretty high energy guy, but that dude is. Whew.
They're gonna roll out 20 episodes throughout the season, and they're gonna be starting this off. Let's see. Yeah, Sabathia is gonna be kicking off the podcast. He's also in the booth for the Netflix game next week. Our opening day is on Thursday. Netflix has the first game of the year on Wednesday night, I believe, and Cece's gonna be a part of that as well.
Like it.
All right, we will move on into collectibles world.
Now you're speaking our language.
A little bit. Not quite your language, because talking a little bit more Pokemon here than baseball cards. But I believe we probably talked about this about a year ago when it went up for sale. But there was it's not really a card. It's more of a food item. The Cheeto Zard. Have you seen the Cheeto Zard? It's to
play on Charizard, which is like one of the valuable Pokemon.
Somebody several years back pulled out of a bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos a Cheeto that strangely resembled Charizard.
That's right.
Well,
that's
Flamin'
Hot
Hot Cheeto. Yeah, look at that.
Right.
That does
It's
look
sold
like a dragon
at auction.
creature.
The Cheeto Zard.
Golden Auctions put it on their website. If you watched their Netflix show, I think it was in one of those seasons where they talked about it. It sold for like $90,000, like $85,000 for a Cheeto that looks like a Charizard. They put it in a like a shadow box case with a fake card border around it. And that Cheeto Zard that sold last year for $85,000. Let me pull it up.
It's been
87.
Now it's been eaten. The guy got hungry and said, "You know what? I'm starving."
$87,840 was the final price, and it's now officially in the Guinness World Records for the highest price paid for a video game likeness corn snack. I don't know how many other qualifiers there were.
There was a Frito that looked like Judd Nelson that sold for like $70 many years ago.
A Dorito that looks like Jelly Roll.
That's right. I just want to let everybody know, Ben and I just narrowly missed this year getting in the Guinness Book of World Records as the fat guys on the motorcycle. We missed it by because of SD fat loss. All that weight you lost, you cost us.
Sorry.
You cost us.
I know you love the thought of being the fat guys on the motorcycles.
When I was a little kid.
On the tiny motorcycles?
There were 3 people that haunted my brain. Well, the twins on the motorcycle. All I could think about was those 2 guys in their overalls. That's all I thought about. And then the guy with the real long fingernails.
Oh, yeah.
That guy was the
longest fingernails.
Domed you out for the rest of your life.
Now, he probably doesn't pick his nose.
He does not pick his nose. He does the elbow, like the forearm. The forearm, and just hopes he catches one. But those guys on the motorcycle, when I was a kid, I was like, what are they? They have overalls on their twins.
I need to know more about these guys.
I need to know more, man. Go ahead, Paulie.
I'm just putting up an old photo I photoshopped
of us. Yeah. Let's see. There it is.
That was for Fat Tuesday a few years ago. I'm sure we called it Tuesday.
Just Tuesday. Oh, that's good.
Oh, man. And then let's see. Finally, where are we wrapping up here? Oh, Woodsy, I'll need your help on this as the Kiss expert on the show, Kiss the band. Yes. Now, they have officially stopped touring finally, like in the last year. I think they had their final show, allegedly.
Final of the final show.
But you know how Kiss works. They're gonna market and continue to sell. They're gonna be selling Kiss merchandise and coming out with new merchandise long after all of these guys have died. But Gene Simmons says, so Kiss, we talked about this probably about a year ago when they announced their Avatar show. So they've stopped going on tour, but you will be able to go to a venue and see, like, remember Coachella had like hologram Tupac. Yes, yeah. You will have hologram Kiss concerts if you would like to go to. And he said that this Avatar show, recently he was doing an interview. He said the Avatar show is going to make the Sphere in Vegas look like a popcorn fart. I don't know what that even means. I don't know what that is. But he said the Kiss Avatar show will make the Sphere look like a popcorn fart. He said the Avatar show, it's not just one location like the Sphere. It's going to be all over the world.
They don't need a specialized like stage, projectors, whatever. They can just move this wherever they want.
Correct. Yeah, it's not like you can't just pick
I highly doubt that they can make it as intense as the Sphere.
Well, he says, especially since there's not real humans there.
Right. Gene said, quote, if you see a dragon coming in to scoop you up at the show and it breathes fire, there will be fire all around you and you'll feel the heat. The fire, the brimstone, the coffee, you'll be able to smell it.
Coffee? The fire, the brimstone, the coffee?
It's his quote. I'm just reading the quote.
Fill your cup to the brimstone.
The fire, the brimstone, and the coffee. Because that's not a smell you smell like a rock show. Like, the nice Italian roast. They're weird, man. They are weird.
Yeah.
You'd think at some point you have enough money. Or you've sold enough stuff.
Gene?
Maybe not. He's a master
What do you think? Any guesses on his net worth? It's
300 million?
More.
600 million.
Less. 400 million estimated net worth.
And don't you get to that point? You're like, oh, okay, I'm done. I'm not putting my face on toilet paper anymore.
76 years old, bro. You're good, right?
I would think so.
No, they got the Avatar show. They have a biopic that's in progress. That one I would watch. I'll watch any musical biopic.
That I'm into.
And then they also have a cartoon coming.
Okay.
They're working on another documentary, and a Kiss cruise landlocked in Vegas is planned for November.
Okay. Just play the Sphere. Just go play the Sphere. Do a residency.
It's already
at the
built
Sphere.
for you.
It's built for you.
They'd be great at the Sphere, wouldn't they? They would tear it up.
Speaking of bands and cartoons, just curious, since you were a music guy, but you weren't much of a cartoon guy, Gem and the Holograms. Did you ever watch that cartoon? It's about a band.
Vaguely remember it.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Josie and the Pussycats.
I was going to say, yeah.
I do remember that one.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
Well, you will watch the Kiss cartoon, possibly.
No, I'll watch the Kiss biopic.
Okay, but not the cartoon.
Correct.
Any plans to go to the Avatar concert?
No, none whatsoever.
You want me to buy you a ticket for next Christmas?
No, I don't want you to buy me any more concert tickets ever. The last time you bought me one, you were incredibly bad luck. So that's insane. That's an insane behavior from Kiss. But yet, you shouldn't be surprised.
Bolly, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We'll take a quick time out. When we come back, we got some SDFC news ahead of tonight's big game at Deportivo Toluca FC down near Mexico City, involving one of SDFC's star players. We'll tell you what that is coming up after a check of traffic. More Bennett Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open. Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Sparked a little cartoon discussion in our YouTube chat, broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how. It was a couple weeks ago that we decided that our dynamic, the three of us, was Alvin and the Chipmunks.
You sure love that.
Correct. Well, now the question is, if we were the Scooby-Doo gang, who's who? And I think the answer is pretty obvious.
If you want to leave for your colonoscopy now, I think you can. That's fine. That's fine with me. I think we'll just hold it down.
Fred,
the last.
Paul is
the last
Shaggy,
30.
and you're Scoob.
All right.
Right?
That is.
We didn't talk about where this segment was going to go, by the way, during the commercial break.
Well, I'm just going to take where the chat is taking.
He got quiet, which means he's working on something over there.
No, I'm just reading the chat. I'm simply reading our YouTube stream.
You can just, if you want to, just go early jump on your vacation.
I'm
All
not
right,
taking
which
a
Simpsons
vacation.
characters are we?
Well, Blitz is Bart. No doubt about it.
Hey, so the Three Musketeers, who are we? Coming up next, Teenage Mutant, are you Michelangelo or Donatello? I think you're more Raphael.
I think so.
Okay, now which color Power Ranger are you? That's
Red.
that's a real good question right there.
Green. Blue. That was unexpected.
That was unexpected. I was actually going to dive into
A
SDFC,
menu. Oh, I
but-
thought you were going to do a
yeah.
menu. You did tease SDFC, and you came back
did.
with Scooby-Doo.
I don't know. We spun the wheel now.
All right.
What's a toy that defined your childhood?
Of course.
Very fitting.
Scooby-Doo.
Power
A
Rangers.
toy? Pogo stick.
Pogo
My
stick.
favorite of all time.
Defined your childhood. It felt like that was like pogo sticks were earlier than us growing up.
No, man.
I could never do
Really?
more than like 5
Polly,
hops.
no, they're not going to believe me when I tell you this. I was better than elite at it. Better than elite. I did tricks. I did 1 foot off, 1 foot on. I was so good at backwards, forwards, 360s, you name it. I was so good at it, and I loved it so much. And then all of a sudden, in about, I'd say 5th or 6th grade, it became passe. And you jumped on the mongoose and went riding your bikes with your friends. You can't be in your driveway doing bits on a pogo stick, in 5th and 6th grade. And it just went away.
I was never
for
great
like
on a pogo
3
stick,
years.
and I could never hula hoop.
I couldn't hula hoop.
The people that could barely move and keep it going for like 5 minutes,
I
and I'm like,
couldn't do
you're
it at
barely moving your hips, your stomach, everything.
I couldn't do it.
And I'm like, I can't figure it out. I cannot go more than like however many I could spin it
One.
around me.
You get the one
maybe
and
an
then
extra like, 2.5, maybe,
I
but
can't do it.
I was never good at that.
Yeah.
For me,
Um,
early childhood, Hot Wheels.
Backgammon. I think you're going to say backgammon.
Hot Wheels cars. And then,
Mahjong.
Chinese checkers.
and then later, Atari.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
If that counts as a
You-
toy.
That's not a
Yeah.
toy. That's a gaming
Yeah.
system.
I also had a lot of G.I. Joe figurines.
Yeah.
Okay,
Did
now
you-
you're because I was gonna say I'm 15 years younger, so the video game era was right there in the 90s, like N64. But if that doesn't count,
No, it doesn't count.
does a Razor scooter count?
No. Yeah.
That's a toy.
Yeah, it's-
Transportation.
It's transportation. I guess
It's like a bike.
If a
or
pogo
anything.
stick counts.
Pogo stick is not transportation.
That's a toy.
You never seen
You've never seen me moving down the street on one.
He just boing boing, down the sidewalk.
boing.
Paulie, let's get Paulie instead of a scooter. Let's give him a pogo stick.
Yeah,
Pogo your ass home from
He lives
here.
just down the way. You can pogo your
Dude,
stick.
I could walk. I could go up and down stairs. I'm not kidding you. I was
Really?
that good
Did
at
you ever
it.
try a unicycle?
Really?
Never.
Never been on one?
I'm
Never.
impressed.
Never, ever, ever, ever.
We had unicycles at my school,
God,
my
that was
elementary
good.
school. They let us like try them out. And
I wonder if
PE.
my parents remember my pogo stick acumen. It's really one of the first things I remember being a kid and being like, I'm really good at this. This is like the only thing I'm good at. I remember I had cardboard laid out for break dancing. I couldn't break
They
dance.
didn't have actual like competitions or anything.
No,
You
it was just
couldn't
in my
enter a
driveway. But I was
pogo
like,
stick contest.
I was like, I got this down. I would
Do you have a flat driveway? I had a very
Yeah.
sloped driveway.
flat
so it
driveway.
was
There was a school across the street with big old blacktop too. I could do all kinds of stuff, and I was like, I'm really.
Did it
excellent at
impress
this.
people, or did they think?
Like my grandparents were impressed,
But friends,
but
like
like friends, I don't.
they weren't always
And
like
girls
"What-
make out
what-
with
You
you.
get your pogo stick
trick."
out.
Yeah, did you kiss any girls?
no. Guys, not right now. All right, hang on. Let me go grab it. I
Man,
loved it.
Woodsy, how'd you land her? Be like, let me show you.
I'll show
this,
you. I was so good at it. I miss it. I lament on the fact that I don't have one and I'm not good at it anymore.
I don't know that defines my generation or anything like that, but the goated toy was the Nerf. Anything Nerf.
Anything Nerf was elite.
The Nerf football.
Remember the Nerf boomerang? So good. It came in
Nerf
like,
gun wars.
all right,
Nerf
mate,
guns,
try the Nerf boomerang. And you're like, I got to get one of those.
You guys
It
have the
was-
little football that had the tail.
Yeah.
Oh,
the-
yeah.
You could throw it 150 yards,
Yeah.
like with nothing, just easily.
Yeah.
Then
so
the
good.
dog would get a hold of the Nerf
And
and,
then you're
would
done.
eat it, and you're
Yeah.
done.
Or you get it wet and it's
Yeah.
it goes to 75 pounds, your football. You're like, all right, well, I
Turns
guess
into a weapon.
this one's done. So good. I miss those days. I wonder if they still make pogo sticks. I'm sure they do.
They make e-pogo
For
sticks.
grandparents to buy for their grandchildren
Yeah,
who
except
don't want them.
These kids, all they have to do is stand on it, and it automatically
Right.
pogos them everywhere. Like, I don't even have to move my legs. Like, that's what we want from our youth.
You're a little unlucky because you were great at pogo sticking.
Yeah.
That could have been the big thing instead of skateboarding.
I know.
You could have won like the X Games
Yes.
of pogo
I would be
sticking.
like the Tony Hawk.
Yes, you could have been, but that's
Woods
not
does
what
a 540 on his pogo.
that's
stick.
not what became popular,
Damn it.
unfortunately.
Damn.
Skateboarding became cool.
I was on and there's not even one person in the chat like, hell yeah, me too. I was the only one.
Skateboarding developed a whole culture, clothing, lifestyle, everything. Pogo sticking never
Pogo.
really did.
Never
You get one
really.
online for like $140.
It never really caught on, man. But I miss it. Oh, I was good at it.
People in the chat are talking about super soakers. Do kids still use water guns
Yes.
and water wars? Is that still very much a thing?
By the way, that's a great way to beat the heat right now. Just after our
Throw
list.
water balloons at your neighbor. Get a water gun and fill it and shoot your friends. That's
Was there
it.
anything better than a water war in the summer when you were a kid?
Nothing. Just I
I'd
miss
prep
those
water
days.
balloons for like an hour.
Yeah, you sit there and tie it.
Tie them up, put them all in a bucket or something.
Just ambush somebody with it. There's just nothing better.
You're like, oh, he's a dead man
kids
when he
love-
gets home.
My kids love it. And now, of course, you're like, all right, number one, we're wasting water. Number two,
Yeah.
there's little plastic all over the yard. Like it's nothing's fun anymore. I get it.
All right, little updated news from SDFC. Of course, game tonight at Toluca, but Woods, you reposted from Major League Soccer from last night. The Anders Dreyer called up to Denmark to represent Denmark as they're still actually trying to qualify for the
Yes.
World Cup. There's like a couple of spots left, and they're one of the teams in the playoff. They need to win 2 games in a row to qualify for the World Cup. March 26th against North Macedonia. And if they win that, they play the winner of Czechia and Ireland on March 31st. So potentially 2 international games for Anders Dreyer for Denmark. That is an international window. There's no SDFC game that week. So he can leave after the last match and then come back ahead of a big game against San Jose Earthquakes, who are currently one of the teams now, I think, ahead of, or they may have lost, but LAFC and Vancouver are both now ahead of SDFC because of the draw in the last match. Today's game doesn't count in the MLS standings, of course. It's part of the separate competition, the CONCACAF Champions Cup, round 2. And remember where we stand. SDFC won 3-2 last Wednesday. So in aggregate, they need to either tie, a win, obviously, they sweep, they go on. A draw is good enough. Any draw, 0-0, 1-1, 2-2, whatever, that gets SDFC on. But if they lose by 1, they need to score at least 2 goals to force extra time. But if they lost like 4-3, they would advance on away goals, which is the next tiebreaker. So a 2-1 loss or a 1-0 loss is not enough. That would move Toluca on. So that's what we're looking for tonight in the high elevation, thin air of Mexico, not even Mexico City. It's like even higher up in the mountains, about an hour and a half west of Mexico City, at Hell, the stadium that they play in Toluca. Yeah.
Darren Smith is there. He's
Yes.
going tonight, and hopefully we get a chance to talk to him Friday. I think we will.
Then he's coming back so he can go watch his St. John's Johnnies, the Red Storm, play on Friday at Viejas Arena.
That's incredible. That's an incredible little run for you. Those back-to-back games or whatever, that's really, really solid sports watching from Darren Smith.
And then I believe there's a home SDFC match on Sunday. So
okay.
Got a lot. He's got a lot to get to. We'll have a lot to update with Darren on Friday morning.
All right, coming up next, what Breaking Bad characters are we all?
Yeah.
Here on
Which
Ben and
Seinfeld
Woods.
character? We'll tell you next.
Also,
you're George.
You got an
by the way.
update from Brian Dutcher yesterday.
You're
at the end of the
Kramer,
season
and I'm Jerry.
that we haven't gotten to yet. Wrap it up. Last segment of Ben and Woods coming up on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
He just here. I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Nothing. Now,
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
It's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
Oh, that is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Humul Casino Resort, now open.
I told you guys it'd been a little, rough going here at Odyssey for the first quarter of 2026. Not for us. We're crushing. Me personally. And not in my personal life, my professional life. Just weird things have been happening. But I just want to let everybody know, if you're watching the chat, I've been made whole by the company.
Oh, look at that.
Rocking your Odyssey sweatshirt.
Indeed. Hoodie.
Brand new.
Yeah.
Nice little freebie from the company.
Yeah. Look at that.
You look really, really good in that.
I actually don't look bad in this.
Yeah.
It's really cozy.
We have a very generic corporate logo.
Yeah, we do.
Little orange ball with an orange line that sort of looks like an A.
Like a half an A? If you put another one there, then it would be like an A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, there was focus grouping and a lot of
well, Megan just called me
discussion.
A scab.
Doesn't take much to buy you over.
I'm back, everybody. Look at this. We did it. It is I'm screaming, by the way. Scab's one of my favorite words.
You scab.
You scab.
When used right, it's perfect.
It's perfect. I do love this sweatshirt. It
Are
is.
you sweating? It looks very heavy.
Very heavy. It's very thick.
You're not going to get a lot of outdoor use out of it in the next, I don't know.
Thick as hell.
It's thick as
maybe
hell,
a few months.
It's like a Carhartt, man.
Yes. Yeah. It's like that thick, heavy material.
It's going to hit nicely on the first mid-November cold morning that we get again this year.
Yeah, we'll look forward to that in October, but it is so good.
And then in November, they can give you your Odyssey bathing suit.
Here, we We got you your Odyssey board shorts. Big A on them. No, it's a dope sweatshirt, but it's very warm. It is. Yeah, I will. The thing is like I probably won't take it home. I'll leave it here. So when I need it, if I get chilly in here, which I often do, I will have it. And I don't have to bring my own.
It can get surprisingly cold in here.
Yesterday morning, it was 66 degrees in the studio. I was like, I can see my breath.
And you want to keep the equipment cool. And we've got a lot of electronic equipment, so they definitely keep the temperature down, but it can get a little uncomfortable at times.
So again, we got to figure out what is, so you're on vacation tomorrow.
I'm not on vacation. I am having a medical
are you working tomorrow?
Procedure.
Are you working?
Maybe. I don't know.
All right. I'm just trying
That's a game time decision, as they like to say in the business.
Well, I mean, that's decidedly inconvenient for your
I get it.
team.
I'm sorry.
So your vacation.
They don't do
you'll be on
colonoscopies on Sunday morning.
Your vacation day
It's not
is
a
tomorrow.
vacation day.
Paulie, what are we going to do? There's no
I took a
Padres
sick
game.
day. I think that counts as a sick day because I know that in about 9 hours I will be sick.
The K-Law says, what's the vacation master ribbing on Ben for taking a day out of work? I work on vacation. As you know, I worked through a tsunami warning. I work on vacation. I skipped my vacation. I could be on vacation actually leaving this weekend. And I said, no, I'm going to stay and work. You don't, in a walk year, take a bunch of vacation. And if you do go on vacation like you are tomorrow, you take the gear. That's what I do, at least. Remember when I was deathly ill? I just worked from home. Again, walk gear,
Is
trying
it
to be
safe
smart.
to bring the gear into my bathroom, which is probably where I'd have to do the show?
You're not, it's not constant lava
Is it
flow.
not? That's
No.
what I was kind of led to
No.
believe.
You can do your bit, and if you have to go, you got to run. I just think it's, here's the reason. Oops. Whoa. The skin flute.
Oh, flute.
I think it's just great radio if you're on and you're miserable, like I was when I was deathly sick at home. It was great radio.
I'm happy to try it out.
If you need a day off for a vacation, take
It's
it.
not a vacation
mental health day
day.
or something, go ahead.
I'm taking it off of TV, obviously.
Right.
Because I can't go straight from the colonoscopy to work. They tell you not to. You're not even supposed to drive.
So when does the dirty Sprite effect wear off?
Yeah, that's what I want to know too.
Well,
So
you got to get up and take it again.
take it at 6 tonight. By
Because you have to
6:40,
get to the doctor's
by
office.
6:40,
Yeah.
I will be in agony. You said
No. The morning is like
no. Tonight though.
Oh,
Like
tonight
6
you're going to be in
o'clock,
agony.
and in about 30 to 40 minutes, it'll take effect. How long until it stops being effective? Is it 2 hours?
Oh
Is it-
no, it's 5.
Like, is he gonna have to
6
pull over
hours.
on the side of the road
You
on the
can't
way
leave your
to
house.
the office?
No. You're
You have
fine.
to get to the appointment tomorrow.
You get to the appointment. I was in the waiting room and I was like, I think I'm okay. Like I was like, oh, I'm good.
Like, how bad a shape is he going to be in at 7 a.m. tomorrow?
Not bad.
So you're,
But
so
I
you
have to
should
take
be-
it again at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I think you'll still be fine.
Okay.
I was fine. I mean, unless you're soft, then not.
I am very soft.
I know that's the
Yeah.
thing. You are. I just think
Charmin
it's
soft.
funny. I think it's funny radio to talk to our guy who.
We can get you like a TV stand, like a TV tray
Colonoscopy.
stand in the bathroom.
Where would you set up the equipment? Like at your kitchen table?
Yeah, I don't really have an
Like an
office
office?
area or
Right.
anything.
And then how far is that from the nearest bathroom?
Not close. I got to run upstairs. Really. I mean,
You don't
unless
have
I'm
a
using the
downstairs-
guest
Yeah,
bathroom.
you use the
but
guest
don't use the
bathroom.
This is not guest bathroom behavior.
No, it is.
No, it's not.
It
Is
is. Or you can set up upstairs in your bedroom.
I feel like I have to sit up in my bedroom.
That's fine.
But I don't
If
really.
that's guest
I
behavior.
don't really have
You
a
have the worst
chair
guests.
or desk or anything. I just have a Peloton and a bed.
You sit on your bed.
So I just sit on my bed and do the show there.
Can't wait.
Yeah. In the dark.
Yeah. Why in the dark? Just put the lights on. You'll be all right.
Okay.
Unless you want to take your vacation and not be. I would like to take a vacation and not have to work too.
I mean, I already put in for a sick day with Odyssey.
Right.
So I am free to not show up tomorrow.
Sure.
Had it cleared by my manager.
That's true. And you got it in
But
on time.
for
and everything?
you, I'm willing to, perhaps
not for me. It's for
try-
the tier ones.
for the tier ones
Yeah.
to try as much as I can to appear on the show tomorrow morning
Yeah.
until I have to go.
Okay.
In both senses of the word.
And then your thing is at 9:30.
I'm supposed to report at 9 a.m. for
Yeah, you-
9:30. So 24 hours from now, I will be.
You can do.
Is it on the table? On a table or in a bed? Am I in stirrups? What is it? How does it work? I haven't done it. I don't know.
It's reverse stirrups. You're on your belly, and then your feet go into these little stirrups.
Is that true?
No, it's not true. It's not true. It's not true at all. You're on a.
How do they access you?
You're on a bed. They roll you over. You're asleep though. Well, you're not asleep. You're high as a kite. They roll you over, and then they
like upside, like flat,
on your
or
side.
on your side.
On your side. You're like
you're just on your side.
Been a lot of talk about what tomorrow's going to look like for Ben. What's it going to look like for you and me?
I have no idea. No Padres game to discuss. We'll have a SDFC game that starts at 8 p.m., by the way. And some March Madness previews. What am I going to do?
We will break down the first 15 to 20 minutes of the SDFC match tomorrow.
We may go game by game through the Padres schedule and predict win-loss. Our hot takes for the year.
Did say he's working on a yet-to-be-named guest that would be very cool, and I'd be very sorry to miss in our 9 o'clock hour.
Not sorry enough
if
to not
happens.
take a vacation day.
Well,
not
no,
that
I will
sorry.
be on the table unconscious.
All right.
Yeah, we are working on it. It was the old check in with me in the morning, and we'll see if I can make it happen. But it'd be great to have them back on.
Yeah, that would be great.
We need to check traffic one last time.
Okay.
And then we can wrap things up here on a Wednesday. I do have a little college basketball talk from Brian Dutcher to add to the equation here next on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com. Here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. And just a quick reminder, you guys, yesterday afternoon when it was so hot, there were so many stalled vehicles on the road. So, yeah, get into Valvoline and have them check everything out for you so that doesn't wind up being you stuck on the roads in the heat. Okay, it's been a busy morning. We are still wrapping up with a couple of problems in the South Bay. Northbound side of the 5 cleared an accident near E Street. Look at this other crash right before 28th Street. It's in the center divide. And northbound side of the 805 accident clearing right before Plaza Boulevard. Just watch out for some residual slowing there. San Diego drivers, keep moving with Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Their expert technicians help keep your vehicle and everyone in it safe and road ready. Stay in your car, no appointment needed. Save at SoCalOilChange.com. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben and Wood, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
I'll get some Ben and Woods here on the SDCCU fan hotline. It's not big bang banking. It is better. Did either of you see any of the comments from Dutch yesterday?
Did not see any
his
Dutch
kind
comment.
of end of season wrap up because they're not going to be competing in the NIT.
Right.
Had some interesting and pointed statements about how few non-power conference teams get in the tournament now. He says there's 4. There was only 4 in the entire country out of probably about 260 non-power conference Division I basketball teams, or even more, almost 300 probably non-power conference basketball teams. You got to be one of the best 4 now to make it. And San Diego State was 5, so they didn't get in this year, unfortunately. And he doesn't know, should he schedule better teams? They scheduled Arizona and Michigan this year. Didn't help them. Should they schedule worse teams? He said maybe it's better to schedule crummy quad 4 opponents and try to beat them by 30 or 40.
Make sure you beat them. That's exactly right, Paulie. You lost some quad 4 games.
No, you lost one. You lost one quad 3 game to Troy, and it was not a bad quad 3.
They made the tournament.
Loss. They won their conference. They won their conference tournament. They made the tournament, but it was held against them.
What kind of schools are we talking here?
I don't want to besmirch anyone. Cal State Bakersfield.
Okay.
I
don't want to besmirch anybody except for Cal State Bakersfield.
I'm okay to besmirch. Well, we had that story about the coach on Cal State Bakersfield.
The pimp.
That's right. Okay.
Earlier this week. Those are the kind of opponents that some teams schedule and just go, all right, we're just going to win as many games by as many points as possible.
What's that small school in San Marcos that plays San Diego State?
St. Catherine. I think they went out of business, unfortunately. Bankrupt, belly up. But yeah, they used to try them, every once in a while as well. He also said, and I thought this was interesting, Latrell Davis, who was the transfer from San Jose State who redshirted this year because they felt we have too many players with Miles Bird and Magoon Guath back. You're not going to get enough minutes. Dutch said if he had played, we would have made the NCAA tournament. He said he had everything we needed that we didn't have as a guard. And say it was a mistake, didn't know it at the time. It was partly his decision as well, like not seeing a lot of rotation minutes, but had he played, he said, we would have made the NCAA tournament.
Wow.
I thought that was interesting. And then he talked about NIL and went, I think a lot of my guys want to come back, but if someone offers them, $1 million, $1.5 million, $2 million, I'm not going to stand in their way.
Yep.
He said Nick Boyd last year wanted to come back. He's like, Coach, I want to come back. And he said, and then Wisconsin offered him about $1.5 million, and he had to go. And Nick Boyd was one of the best guards in the Big Ten this year and is going to play in the NCAA tournament with Wisconsin instead of where he really wanted to be at San Diego State. But San Diego State couldn't pay him $1.5 million to be a senior guard this year, so he left. And Dutch knows that will probably happen with Miles Byrd and a couple of other players because, well, they should go and take that money if it's available to them.
It's the financial component of it all is what completely changes the game. And it's hard to look at a kid and go, okay, I can stay here and make $200,000, or I can go there and make $1.5 million. What would you do in your life, in your personal life? Same job. You have the exact same job, but one guy's willing to pay you $1.5 million to do your job, and the other guy is going to pay you $200,000. You're telling me, well, I'm going to be loyal because these are the guys that hired me first. On no planet. And it's hard for us, the common person, to look at that and go, no loyalty anymore these days. Hey, man, 5 times your salary to do the same job, and you're telling me you would be like, no, I'm staying with the guy that brought me.
And Dutch said, they'll have the players era again. He says now with less conference games, they'll probably have another NIL event that they'll be able to play in as well to make some more money. But, they just don't have the donors that Texas and Arizona, Michigan are going to have. They just have more alums, more boosters, and they're never going to be able to get to that level financially, which is tough.
That is tough. Well, enjoy your vacation tomorrow. We may see you. We may not. Enjoy your vacation. Getting high, Paulie, eating sandwiches, watching college basketball.
Man.
Sounds like a vacation to me.
That's it for us.
Wish I could do that, but, I got a job to do tomorrow.
Got to work, man. We'll be here. Paulie and I'll be here.
Braden and Frank coming up next for Paulie Reindl, Stephen Woods. I'm Ben Higgins. Have a great rest of your Wednesday from all of us here at San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. So long, everybody.